and angry, and you want to do shit. Other people will get scared and get frozen into inactivity, or into they will
But
call
all anger is not based on fear, though. Not all anger is based on fear.
that. I'm not going to debate that. I'm not, because that's neither here nor there. To me, I feel like that just take us down another rabbit hole.
Anger, you're right, Clips, and he's right too, because it will take us down a rabbit hole. But Deuce is right. Anger comes from many places.
Right. That's why I don't want to even argue with that.
But one thing you can do to make people angry is tell them everything that they got going on and all their problems comes from somebody else.
Exactly.
That's
xenophobia, fear mongering.
Well, I
we see that. We see that with black Deuce, and as a black man, you should understand that when we sitting around talking about history and everything. You know, they all the white. Hey, look, it went from certain whites being Jewish, or I'm Scottish, or I'm from Ireland, and I'm from London, and I'm Dutch, and I'm bro. You white when you come over here. And the lowest white man is better than the best black man over here a lot of times in people's view, because they see your skin.
In their view,
they see your skin. They see your skin before they see anything else. Unless you getting out that Lambo, or you got all them diamonds bouncing on your neck. You get what I'm saying? And you in this building, this hotel, you look like this. You must be somebody. That's how it's looked now. I think Chris Rock had this joke. Still wasn't traded. Still wasn't traded. Still wasn't traded. Chris Rock got this joke. He said the news racism is pricing. He said, I don't tell you black folks can't come into the Ritz-Carlton or some whatever the hotel. He said, but $12,000 a night teaches says so. Says you don't want to be here. You can't come in. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's the new racism. That's the new classism. Classism under modern capitalism has become this thing to where you're always going to have these underprivileged classes of all demographics. And so I personally don't think that is safe politics, a healthy politics, and a melting pot in a diverse society like America to base your politics on fear mongering. Okay, and you could say that, oh, he's not fear mongering, but I'm going to say, in my opinion, that's what he's doing. And I'll tell you,
it's kind of hard to scare people. It's kind of hard to scare people into what they goddamn see. They see all these goddamn immigrants getting benefits that.
I mean, I could see terrible things, and I could tell you about all the terrible things I see and that we're seeing. I could even throw some gas on it and make it seem more and make it seem bigger than what it was, while diminishing the work that's doing. But at the end of the day, if that is the basis of my platform, just like a nigga who you be talking to on the phone or we're dealing with every day, are you really trying to support the nigga that every time you call him, oh man, shit's fucked up, man, and goddamn whatever? Like, that's the one thing, like when we was talking about with the Democratic convention, just the difference in tone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you're scared, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is kind of weird. Like, show me some real hope. Show me a real plan for the future instead of keep giving me this litany, this long laundry list of all the things that are messed up, especially when some of the things that you have a problem with, especially some of the things that you have a problem with as a Republican Party. Forget Trump individually, as a Republican Party, many of those things you either kind of or were directly responsible for. Like I've always said, as somebody who lived in the Southwest, multiple states along the border throughout my life, I have never seen a middle-class white man or a middle-class black man pull up to Home Depot and say, I need 40 guys. It has always been these wealthy motherfuckers who have these crazy ass ranches, who have all this, and 9 out of 10 they vote Republican.
But that's disingenuous and antiquated, bro.
That's not disingenuous.
Antiquated. They doing that now, dudes. That's
what I'm saying,
bro. That's not the problem, though, bro. That's not
They're doing this in Ohio. We're nowhere near the Mexican border. I'll take you to the west. I'll take you to the Home Depot on the west side of Youngstown right now. And early Honduras and Guatemala trying to get a stop.
Hold on. Okay, one at a time. Let's reset. But dudes, I think you got us all triggered when you said that's antiquated, as if people aren't inside the Lowe's and the Home Depot right now.
No,
it's not antiquated.
No. I say that's antiquated as saying people have a problem with that. No one has a problem with Mexicans working in the field. No one has a problem with Mexicans and tweakers doing the goddamn factory job. Nobody has a problem with that. People have a problem with all the benefits they're getting. Cars, housing.
When you say nobody has a problem with them getting the factory jobs in a country where all the factory jobs are going overseas, I think people that live in those factory industrial type towns, they care about that, Deuce. So I think when we say nobody, we're painting with too big of a brush right there.
Yeah, Deuce. Somebody
you don't care about it.
Somebody who lives in a factory town. That's why some of the factories get shut down.
Yeah, people don't care. That's not what people talking about, bro.
Dude, because you can pay them low wages off the books versus clips. If you pay clips, you got to pay him. No, bro. Okay. What I'm trying to tell you is,
as a member of IUPAT force.
No, say what you. Hey, look,
as a member of IUPAT 476 and a member of the Steelworkers Union, okay, shops get shut down, you know what I'm saying, for things like that, like Mark's alluding to. Yeah, you want to hire all these different workers through these little temp services or just get them off the street and whatever. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, you're cheating me out of a job, or you're making the market to where my prevailing wage is normally, you know what I'm saying, in the high 20s to the 30-something an hour, and now I'm sitting here having to compete with somebody for a job that might pay $20 an hour, if that.
Man,
because
clips they can pay them 10 and 15, bro, with no OSHA violations.
That's one of the things, bro. But people aren't tripping off of that shit, though, man.
Big
Dudes, they are. No, dudes, maybe in California, in your area, not.
Benefits. People are tripping off the benefits these niggas getting. All these cash cards.
Now, that's a problem. Now, that's a big problem.
And shit.
That's a problem.
That's what people are talking about. Y'all niggas talking about shit. Niggas talking about when Trump was running in 2016. Nobody's talking about that shit. It's still an issue now. It's still an issue.
I'm talking about things that's going on
now, bro.
I think
these Democrats are giving these money to these NGOs and shit, and then they passing on all these benefits and skipping over black people. That's the problem, bro. Or even not even black people, just regular Americans. That's the problem. People see this shit. These motherfuckers setting up shop in towns. They shipping people in 20,000, 10,000 at a time and shit. Setting people up and to go live their life and shit. That's the problem, bro. Y'all niggas talking about some shit that's on the low scale and shit. The rich don't get richer, the poor will stay poor, but y'all niggas giving these niggas benefits and shit. And setting them off for life. Y'all could have been doing that shit for black people or even just regular Americans. They could have passed another fucking stimulus check to help the economy out right now and help people start spending some money, having some money in their goddamn pockets. But no, they giving it all to the immigrants. Had these niggas up in 4-star hotels and shit.
I totally agree with that. I
totally agree, bro.
Well, Deuce, you're talking to the person who not too long ago was on this very show, who said, I do think that half the reason why Eric Adams' administration came under fire was short. If you notice, people started getting investigated shortly after he, as the mayor of New York, publicly said, hey, immigrants, quit coming.
Hold on, let me add somebody. Pittsburgh T, let me add you.
In public, who knows if there was already investigations, but the timing of it was crazy, to where it was like, well, damn, as somebody who is not anti-immigration, I will say I do have a problem when natural born citizens in America have a hard time getting housing, have a hard time having, you know what I'm saying, jobs that give living wages, have a hard time finding benefits and loans for things like that. But meanwhile, somebody who came into this country illegally, now under the auspice of these new laws, are entitled to all these social programs that many natural born Americans, myself included, we have to fight. Even though we're entitled to it, we have to fight for them to even acknowledge that we have this right, let alone let us get access to that assistance or funds. But somebody can come over this country and just get a prepaid card.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Let's go. Let's pass it around. Hold on. Let me pass it
around. $9,000 on it.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. That's crazy. Let me let my guy Pittsburgh T jump in. Go ahead, Pittsburgh T.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, King? How you?
I just wanted to add that Good, man. Good to hear y'all conversating about this.
I know you was gonna call in. He was like,
"Ooh,
they talking bad about immigrants." I love it.
No. Well, I just wanted to add something to it that hardly gets. I know
y'all have a big immigration problem there in Florida, and I can imagine.
Yeah, in South Florida we have a huge immigration problem.
Same
South
people
Florida
tell you to go back to your country.
And the problem,
they get mad at you and
exactly.
Go back to your country, nigga. And be like, hold on, bitch, you don't even talk right. This your second language.
That's how it goes.
To my country. But go ahead.
It's sometimes the third. But the real problem with the wages here is like a lot of contractors, they feel the pain of that. That's your landscapers, that's your roofers, that's your plumbers, that's a lot of the construction sites. These people are taking jobs for less than what a normal person can take because they can work below minimum wage because they have either a migrant camp that they live at or they got a hotel that's the government then paid for. So the wages that they can take, they all piled up into place. They can take way lower wages than you could take. So eventually they run regular Americans out of those jobs. It's a narrative that's always being pushed that Americans are lazy. They don't want them jobs. But nobody's going to do a job for $100 a day knowing that's not going to pay their bills. And that's what's happening because those jobs become so pushed down. And then what ends up happening, for example, I'll give you a prime example. Like the landscaping company who cut the association where I live at, it's like $1 million contract, right? But the workers that they have, they probably got 2 people that speak English, 2 people who are actually getting paid correctly. Everybody else is undocumented. Everybody else is probably making $100 a day. So they're able to bid their contract out lower than anybody else. Even though it's a legitimate company, maybe, the person who's at the company, he legit. His workers ain't. So when he go bid that contract, he could bid it at a lower rate than a regular person who got to pay all the insurances and all the regular stuff. So it pushes everybody out. So you look around at certain jobs, they're all Hispanics doing it. It has nothing to do with people not wanting to work. They literally just push you out of the job because you can't afford to do it no more.
Pittsburgh T. I will confirm that because in my personal career, most of my times when I was a foreman or crew leader, and especially on the oil fields, there were certain companies where I would get the job, and I would get this lovely job where I'm getting 32, 33 an hour, and on paper I am called a competent person. And because I'm the competent person, my presence on the site will allow them to put 4 or 5 people who are unqualified, mostly undocumented. And like Pittsburgh T is saying, yeah, you can just pay them XYZ a day and they're fine. So you would have different oil crews where it'd be like me and 4 or 5 of my homeboys. And because there's 4 or 5 of us on this crew, now he can have 20 to 25 of these undocumented workers because technically we're the competent people who are overseeing them. And that is what happens a lot in those type of industries. No, you're right about that. I will not even push back.
Go ahead, Deuce. Go ahead, jump in, Deuce. Wake up, Deuce. So like I was saying, though, to go back to what Deuce and Pittsburgh T were saying, like you guys are saying the same thing, just on different levels. Deuce is talking about the benefits, but Pittsburgh T, Clips, myself, we're talking about that's a problem too. We all agree with what you're saying, Deuce. That's a problem. We don't feel like we as American citizens should pay for illegal immigrants or people in transit, because I don't know if that's true. Because the way, from what I've been finding out in my research, that quote unquote illegal immigrants aren't getting that. The people that are migrants in transit, that's happening with there, but it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. Can we agree that they are contributing though, or no? You don't think they ain't buying their work off you, Deuce? You Clips, you ain't moving no packs. I'm joking. But seriously, like these people are shopping at the grocery store. They didn't move here to America and then all of a sudden they got a chicken farm in their backyard and they just making their own eggs every day. No, they're going to your local Kroger. They're at your local gas station. They shopping. They spending money. Those things come with state taxes as well. Am I tripping here or am I off base? And if I'm wrong, Deuce, enlighten me, because I know this is a subject near and dear to you. Go ahead, Deuce. Lost him. Well, he's still here though, but yeah, Deuce still here.
So, I mean, let me just add a little commentary to it.
There you go. Go ahead, Deuce.
No, I'm saying out loud background, bro. I'm just telling you, bro. Like, this is what like, bro. People are hurting out here in the city, bro. People have been broke. Like, people are behind. I mean, like the Great Depression and shit. I mean, so it's like you see these people get all this shit for free, and you wonder, like, man, why the fuck can't we get this shit, dog? And it's a big problem, bro. In the States, a lot of people call, because they fronting this shit, dog. You see this shit on TV. These motherfuckers is up. Niggas got pistols, and niggas doing their thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, homie, what's up, dude? Why can't we come up like that? Like, I don't know, homie. I just see on the streets like, homie, it's fucked up.
Go ahead, Pittsburgh T. Talk to me. Can you speak? Oh, I'm sorry, Deuce.
My bad.
My bad. I thought you was done.
I'm saying my bad on the cussing.
Yeah, just them F-bombs, man. Cause they flagged the F-bombs almost like we talking about sex, it seems like. I had some haters. They flagged my last show, so my Anthony Joshua boxing whole video is about boxing, and they flagged that for sexual and nudity content. I'm like, bro, what, some boxers with fighters with their shirt off? That's what fighters do. They fight with their shirt off. This ain't nudity, but I get it. There's some haters out there, but I wish them the best though. But it ain't stopping nothing. They was trying to get the live taken down, but it didn't work. But they did put it was enough to put an age restriction on it. I was like, wow.
That's crazy.
But I should have typed. But I was flexing though. I just clicked the button all the way through for the appeal thing. I should have typed and put an explanation in there and cleared it up. But I messed up on that. That's me dropping the ball. Let the haters get their way. But it is what it is. I wish them the best.
That's crazy.
I'm too blessed, man. I'm too blessed. I was like, man, that was a good boxing conversation. I had MTK Global, Brian Norman Sr. up here, Rachel. We talking about AJ getting beat up and sexual content. Where? There was like, and YouTube told me we did a review of it, and it's the objection has been sustained. I was like, no way you watched this video and saw sex, yo. But so I get Deuce where he was talking about being censored, and I'm like, yeah, man, I don't want to be censored neither. But I agree. Some things you gotta censor. Shoot, I censor myself sometimes. I'm like, man, I cannot put that out on regular YouTube. That need to be on Patreon, or that need to be on members only, because it need to be for the people who want to consume that type of content. Because you take risks even doing this show right here. I couldn't even put this show on IG because every time I do a political show, put it on IG, I get flagged. They say I offended a group or a religion and stuff. I'm like, we didn't even talk about religions and groups and protected classes. Talking about Kamala and Trump, and flag. And I'm at risk of losing my IG now behind doing political commentary and just sharing it. Like, that's crazy, bro. So it is what it is, B. Like, these are sensitive issues. That's why people say they don't talk about what they say, race, politics, religion, race, politics, religion, and slaves. Remember they used to say that? Those are the things that they didn't talk about at the dinner table. But go ahead, Pittsburgh T, and then we'll pass around the clips.
Well, I mean, the other part to what Deuce was saying with the immigrants, the other problem with the benefits is that if you look in a lot of these cities, they've shut down homeless shelters. They don't do much for homeless shelters. They're not opening up new homeless shelters. They're not doing anything for veterans. They're not opening up new schools. So when people start looking at the conditions of their communities and environments, and they start seeing money being pumped into a class of people who aren't even from here, that don't pay any taxes, that's frustrating people. That could be a key that just sticking people across, just pissing people off when they just look around and say, hey, these people ain't never paying no taxes. And here, like, I don't know about other places.
No, go ahead. I write in the private chat so I don't forget. I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
Well, and then I'll just lastly say, in here, like here, we got an insurance problem here. And that's probably because of that stupid governor we got. But our house insurance has doubled since last year. Nothing happened. And all of our insurance is South Florida, some Mickey Mouse insurance out of state that you never heard of. And the things that the government should be censoring and should be taking care of, they just let it ride. They let all the stuff that they should be caring about, they don't care about. And that's going to be a different problem, because if we ever get a major hurricane, these people are not going to be able to do anything, because these companies, I mean, they so rinky-dink. We ain't got no Allstate, no. I mean, it don't matter if you wanted to. If you wanted to get Allstate or State Farm, it's not available to you. It doesn't matter. And the closer you get to a flood zone, it gets worse. You really never heard of some of these companies ever in your life. It's like somebody just copying and pasting some names together, and you sending a check somewhere out of state. It's just crazy. But I just say all that to say the regulation and the censorship of the things that the government should do, they don't. Back to Deuce's point. I yield that.
Okay. Go ahead, Clips.
I mean, they bring up valid points, and I don't argue or dispute those points. Florida is a state where, yeah, like he's saying, if you stay in certain areas, you can't get no insurance. And so I like I've always said, like, Florida's my ancestral homeland, being of Haitian and Seminole descent. I visit Florida. I don't fucking live in Florida. Like, it's fucking stupid in my mind. Why would I?
Hey, Clips, watch the F's. Watch the F bombs.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not. I mean, to me, that's ridiculous, because why would I want to build my life stuff like Pittsburgh T saying, depending on where I live, every 3 to 4 years, I know all this stuff's getting washed away, and I'm gonna have to rebuild. And plus, there's no insurance. Some of the people in places like Iowa, along the Mississippi, like these farmers who, yeah, there's no real insurance for them. And every 5-10 years, they got to start over from scratch. When I lived down in Arizona, there were different places during the desert monsoons where you can't get flood insurance because.
Hold on. Let me ask somebody. Hey, caller, mute your mic. I'm gonna give him 60 seconds.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, caller, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, mute your mic real quick. I'm gonna give him 60 seconds to finish his thought, and then we're gonna bring you live on the show, okay? But mute your mic though. Thank you. All right, go ahead, Clips. I got somebody added. Finish your thought in 60 seconds or less. Let me get them in the conversation.
Well, no, I just saying this, insurance, that's a big problem. I mean, these are very big problems where you have natural born citizens who are taking part in this American experiment, trying to pursue the American dream. But we have these very immovable government-placed obstacles in front of us. Meanwhile, we see immigrants having the path cleared for them. It is insulting.
Fair enough. Caller, what's your name? Where you from? New caller. Unmute your mic.
My name's Hugo Betancourt. I'm from
Speak up. Take it off speakerphone. Or off the car, because we're hearing you twice.
Yeah, hello?
There you go.
Sorry about that,
There you go. What's your name? Where you from, fam?
My name's Hugo Betancourt. I'm from Texas, Houston, Texas.
Okay. And for everybody else calling in, you do not have to give me your first and last name. You can give me a nickname and your city.
Oh,
you don't have to give me your government name. Don't tell me is like, don't be like, yeah. I'm from San Antonio and I'm sitting in the car at the Walmart right now. I'm doing security and I'm just talking to you right now. I'm on my lunch break. Don't do that. Okay. Just say, hey, look, this Killer Sam, and I'm calling from Connecticut. That's good enough. All right. Yeah. Fair enough. But talk to us, fam. Thanks for calling in, Hugo.
Man, I was listening to y'all's conversation about all that, you know what I mean, with jobs and illegals and all that, yada yada.
Yes, sir.
Man, right now, I get it. I get how everybody's complaining about illegals and everything, but you know what I mean? They have to pay taxes, man. I know everybody's talking about, the taxes on, that they don't pay taxes and all that stuff legally, I guess, but they paying taxes on, how do I say, the gas station groceries, just like you were saying earlier. You know what I mean? And they're just trying to make it. I'm Hispanic as well, Mexican and French. So, you know what I mean? I understand both parts. But people are just trying to make the thing, you know what I mean, make a living.
Right. And if they actually, Hugo, once they become a part of this American experience, like they all say they want, shoot.
Yeah,
they're gonna be paying state and it's a process. People, it's a process, and they buying into the process with those benefits. So I get it, I'd rather us have new American citizens, and they are part of the process, paying taxes, even if it just might be local taxes now. Or hey, look, they going to rent a center, getting some new furniture. Guess what? That guy at rent a center kept his job that week. You get what I'm saying? Because he sold the couch. Found a way to bend the system a little bit to make sure he got a flat screen and a couch and some bunk beds for his kids. I work at rent a center. I know how it go. We got that account. I had some illegal immigrants on a lot of accounts, man. And everywhere I work, you know what I'm saying? So I get it. They are stimulating the economy, and I think, but from the outside looking in, most people, all they hear is, y'all gave them, they getting food stamps, they getting housing. We have homeless Americans here. What's your take on that, Hugo?
Man, that's right. How do I say it? Here in America, there's also a whole bunch of like people from here that just use that system. Like I don't want to, not any race or anything, but a whole bunch of crackheads.
Say that shit, Hugo.
In my life, I've seen a lot of white people. I don't mean to be like that, but a whole bunch of white people like, oh, them fuckers are taking our jobs and all that yada yada. But it's like, come on, man, you're a man. If they're taking all your shit, go fucking work, dude. Like I work I'm a pipe fitter and welder and supervisor. So like, you know what I mean? I made myself that.
You said you're Mexican and Italian,
I went from low pen to
French and Italian.
Yeah, well, no, French and Mexican.
French and Mexican.
So
were you born here in America?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Who came over first? Your mom, your dad? How did that happen? In French and Mexican.
Well, my mom's from California. My grandpa came from France.
Was your mom born in California?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
What about her? What about her parents? Like, when did your mother's side come? Your mother is the Mexican side, right? Your father's the French, right?
My father's actually French Mexican. My mom's from here. She's Native American and Spanish.
Native American and Spanish. Do you guys get reparations for what they did to the Native Americans? Did your parents benefit from that? Like I'm sorry. So your mom, man. Why not?
They just work farms. You know what I mean? I don't know how to tell you. They just working people. I don't know how to tell you. They're not like complainers. You know what I mean? My grandma, she married my grandpa, and my grandpa was working.
If your grandmother was born here, that means her parent, and you say she was born here, her parents had been here since the Native American and all of that stuff. So her family were her parents and grandparents were American citizens, or were they a part of a tribe?
Yes, sir. They're American citizens. Their parents were tribes, but
how did they become American citizens versus being pushed out? Like how they pushed out many Native Americans and gave them reservations. Why were they American citizens versus being on a reservation? Did they get a choice or what?
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Man,
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Hey, Laurel, and that's okay. And that's okay. And that's okay. And that's okay, because that's something I always wonder about, and I always tell people, man, while your parents and grandparents and great grandparents are alive, you need to get a little book and go through and start asking them about their family and your family, and okay, what did grandma do? What did grandpa do? Where did he work? Where did he come from? Because a lot of times we don't know this, and the stories get lost. So I just challenge you to do that while you have anybody on that side alive. Let me ask you another question about this topic while I got you here, and I'll let you go. When you think about this election, right, what is it going to boil down to? Is it abortion rights, immigration? Is it economy? Is it inflation? Is it more about, hey, look, if this war breaks out over in the Middle East and America gets involved, all this other stuff is out the window? Like, what does it boil down to you?
The one thing about America, well, because you're saying about wars and stuff over there, America, wars pay our bills. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all noticed that, but when there's war, our economy boosts up because we need a whole bunch of manufacturing and either weapons, anything else, boats, whatever they need for war. It boosts up oil. You know what I mean? So that's a given. America's going to join either way. But it really what I feel like the election boils down to, just giving people actual freedom, like more freedom. You know what I mean? I know it says Trump's. How do I say it? I'm from Texas. I believe in guns all the way around. I believe in common sense and let the government out. But Trump says some stupid ass shit. You know what I mean? Like, dude, just fucking tell the truth. And that's another thing is he ain't truthful. And Kamala and all them Democrats, it's like, y'all are going too leftist. You know what I mean? But it boils down who has more common sense to make us unite. You know what I mean? Unite. Somebody who actually could open their mind and be like, you know what, let's discuss with the right and the left. People who are actually trying to make it different.
Do you think Donald Trump is the man to unite based off what you just described it, in your opinion?
Hell no. Man, I keep up with it. What he says, he's always trying to, like, how do I tell you? No, then damn leftists, and he says, oh, how do I say it, man? I was just reading the daily report and stuff. Like, he wants to divide, man. You know what I mean? It's very obvious. He throws shade and stuff. Come on, man. You're 80-something years old, dude. You gotta, you know what I mean? How the hell are you teaching young kids to be, like, talking shit to other people and stuff? Man, come on. Be a real man and be open to it. You have to, you know? You got to be open to whatever anybody says. Okay. You know, take everything with a grain of salt, but, like, you know, listen. You know what I mean? Listen, not just be bashing people for no fucking reason.
Gotta watch those F-bombs, though. Those F-bombs.
I apologize.
No. They don't like the F. Hey, man, we can say nigga and all. Man, we can say all kind of shit all day. We can say all bitch shit. But we can't say them F-bombs too much. Let me. Hey, look. Blows my mind. Look, let me bring Pittsburgh T in real quick. I'm sure he disagrees with you on certain things because he is a Trump supporter.
Oh yeah.
But I want to give him a chance to. Are you okay with that, or are you good?
Yeah. No, yeah, of course.
All right, look, we always about healthy discourse here, even if we disagree. As long as we keep it respectful, we can come back and do it again. Pittsburgh T.
Yes, sir.
What do you think what do you think about what he had to say about your candidate? Go ahead, sir.
Two things. One thing, like when it comes to immigration and to pull yourself up by your bootstrap, that's the other thing that's real frustrating when it comes to people that's here. And we always get to just go work or pull yourself up by your bootstrap. People just time out. They're just tired of hearing that. They don't really want to hear that. And as far as like, because that's dismissive to the people who be here and struggling through here, and people who are getting here and they're literally handed benefits that are unearned that they didn't pay anything for. They didn't pay any taxes for. People from here, generations paying taxes, and then they go to try to file, and they're not afforded that benefit. They don't qualify for those benefits. So I think that's dismissive, and that's a whole different conversation. But I think that's a trigger point for a lot of people. As far as like the adding and bringing people together, I don't think either party is bringing nobody together. I think that's just pie in the sky. I don't think what one of these parties is trying to do. I think they're trying to get their agendas passed, and that's that. Because you got the Democrats, they're removing people from the ballots. They've gotten few people removed from ballots in certain states where they've been fighting against them. You got Cornel West being removed from certain ballots. You had RFK removed from certain ballots from certain states. So, like, that's part of the game, not even part of being mad about it. So the whole, like, kumbaya, let's get together, that ain't happening. Those are, like, you talking about the 90s, early 2000s when they was trying to do that kind of stuff. They don't do that no more.
Why aren't they doing that anymore? Because people on both sides are just, you know what I mean? They're out of their damn mind. Let's be honest.
Elaborate,
right in the head, but
elaborate, Hugo. What do you mean they're out of their mind?
Well, let's say the leftists, the Democrats, they're, how do I say it? They're too LGBTQ and all that yada yada. Like, come on, man. They're too controlling with the guns and everything. But so is the right. The right, they just want to throw hate. You know what I mean? That's how it is. Oh no, goddamn, we got to be conservative for what? What do you mean conservative? Oh, our ancestors and our forefathers made this. Come on, dude. The world changes. You got to fucking adapt and overcome. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying. You know what I mean? And the whole thing with, like, y'all were saying earlier, like, I keep bringing it up. It's like, oh, no, we ain't getting this stuff and this stuff. Well, you expecting to get stuff? Fucking work hard, dude. Golly. You know what I'm saying?
What they're saying is, like, they paid equity. That's what their argument is, Hugo. And I'll pass the clips after this.
Everybody does. And that's what you have to do.
Not everybody, because that's their argument. People like Deuce, they saying, hey, immigrants are coming here and they are getting, like, we have homeless people here on the street.
I get that. Yeah.
And an immigrant can come over here and we'll set you up with a business. Your first 2 years, you don't even have to pay taxes. And then guess what? After the first 2 years, you don't stack all this money up. You can pass the business off to your other cousin. Then he run the store.
Oh yeah, I understand.
We see it all the time in our local communities where you just see a guy, he owned the store for like 2 or 3 years, then his cousin owned the store, or his brother, or then they pass it on to the next person. The store keep running, but they found a loophole to not pay taxes on it because this is your first business here in the States, so you don't have to pay taxes. You get what I'm saying? So it's a loophole that people who, I gotta say it. Can I say it, Clips?
Go ahead, say it.
They are, and shout out to Deuce. They are descendants of slaves, man. They family built this shit, man. They never got that. The best thing they got was an amendment to the Constitution that said, hey, look, you can't be a slave unless you commit a crime. Once you commit a crime, we can make you a slave again. Keep in mind, America never abolished slavery. We just said you can't be a slave unless you're a criminal. That's how you get the free labor. That leads to the prison industrial complex, which leads black and brown people at the top of the prison industrial complex workforce. I heard the judge say one time, she said, we used to pick cotton, now we are the cotton. We are the free labor. We are the commodity. Privately owned prisons. And they depend on us not being able to do this right here, have a conversation with each other, exchange information, exchange ideas without going out there and killing each other over words. So when you say, well, go out there and work for it, like, man, not only did I work for it, my family worked for it, and we worked for it for less. We worked for it for zero. And I think that's the problem that a lot of black people are having with this entire process and this entire system. But I digress. I'll let you respond, then we'll go to clips. Go ahead, Hugo. Hugo. Look at me. Put some bars together. Hugo.
Hugo, where I go, you go.
Yeah. Hey, look, leave it to a nigga to make a song about a sad situation, right? Put a case on.
They never heard of it.
Yeah, no, well, I understand, man, but you know what I mean? Everybody's grandparents and everything had to come up. You know what I mean? Anybody. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When I was in junior high and all that stuff, the way I've got my shoes and everything looking good for school was working on the field. I picked corn. I picked watermelon. I did all that. You know what I mean? I've done that. Then I came up, working, became a fucking model. Then I started working in the industrial industry. But it's just a come up. That's how you build. And, that's all I got to say. Everybody's got to work hard. I know it sounds kind of like bullshit, yada, yada, but
what about when the system is designed? You can't rely on people. What about when the system is designed to say, yeah, you can work hard and do whatever you want, but you can't buy a house in this neighborhood? Because these houses.
So why can't you?
Because it was called redlining. I don't know how old you are, but
you
do know black people literally had laws
back in the day.
Bro, it's still laws on the book in this country. A lot of people don't know it. I did an episode about it a couple years ago, but it's like racist laws that are still on the book in America that you won't even believe. Like, you can't even believe this is still a law if I was to tell you this. But I should bring it back. What you think, Clips? Pittsburgh T? I need to do that. Because a lot of people don't understand that it's still it's racist laws on the books now all over the country. It's just states don't abide by it and people don't go by it, but on paper, it's still legal. All these governors, all these people that came into power, all these years, when people said that was years ago, that was back in the day, like that book is still on the law. Hey, look, slaves on paper were freed in the 1800s, but 1965, we still getting a quote unquote civil rights bill signed. We still can't get an anti-lynching bill signed for black folks. They just say, hey, look, don't hang us. You can't bring a mob to my crib and hang me. We can't get an anti-lynching bill signed. So it's this shit right here is it's a little deep, but I'll digress. I'm gonna let you respond, Hugo, and respond, and we'll go to clips. Go ahead, Hugo.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up, dude. I don't know, but there's always been, how do I say it, opportunity. Even though, there's laws and things to keep people from living somewhere, I guess. Recent days, I haven't kept up with anything known in law, but I know how people are, and they look down when you move into a good neighborhood, good house, and you're not the same skin color. You know what I mean? I understand that. But there's also, they can't deny if you're doing everything by the book, everything right, and working hard to make your family
they can.
better. You know what I mean? They can't deny that.
Yes, they can.
Hey, here we go.
Yes, they can. And they did, and they still do. Even Jay-Z and Beyonce had a problem getting a house somewhere. That story was out because it was Jay-Z and Beyonce. We don't want that here. It's still a like to some people, look, at some levels, it's still just rich and poor. But at some places, depending on how you got your money, we don't respect a lottery winner. We don't respect a basketball player or athlete the way we respect or an entertainer. You're a rapper, nigga. Your bitch sing songs, whatever. Like, we don't respect that the way we respect the congressman, the senator, the governor. Your family created General Mills and baby oil and personal lubricants. We respect those companies more.
100 bottles of baby oil.
Yeah, we respect. No, not him. No, the people that made the bottles, though. They get more prestige. But go ahead, Clips. Let's pass it
around. And Hugo, understand that, when I say this, it ain't nothing attacking you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you from a can of paint, and I feel you actually coming from a good place. But I will say that a lot of your comments speak to the fact that many Black Americans are saying, yes, you may be able to empathize with the struggles of coming up poor and things of that nature. But the struggles of being Black in America, you don't relate to. As much as you think there is common ground, there actually is no frame of reference for you, because, like you said, you admitted that the certain concepts of the systematical mechanisms that rob Black people of wealth. When you look at the things in post Civil War and the antebellum period, like I bring up all the time, you had so many thriving Black communities and all like that, who these people were just murdered. Their towns were burnt to ash. I'm talking about generational wealth. That is why Tulsa, Oklahoma is still trying to figure out how to effectively go about reparations for the people from, the Black Wall Street riots. Because, like, when you look at a lot of that land that was taken, just the land alone that was taken from some of them Black people, even before that land was developed as farmable land, you're looking at hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Multi-generational wealth that was just stripped from people just because of their color of their skin. In the year of our Lord 2024, you still have Black people who, yes, you may have a sense of social mobility, but to actually be able to generate, keep and maintain generational wealth, oh man. Oh, that's a real Sisyphean task right there. You're Sisyphus rolling that damn rock up a hill. And they're going to, you know what I'm saying? And that is something that, no, you can't relate to. So I will not take offense to your comments as much as try to explain to you that it's different. And And this is one of those moments where if you can't relate, it's probably better to silently empathize.
Well, no, I wholeheartedly do, but
I want to say this in a simpler form too, in a shorter version too. Well, when you say it's hard to believe that they would do that, yes, man, people did that, and those houses that people were denied for because of racial bias, redlining, even gerrymandering. Shout out to my guy Jerry in the chat. But gerrymandering, are you familiar with gerrymandering, Hugo? Do you understand that and what that practice is?
No, sir. No, I'm not.
Right. Matter of fact, well, let's educate everybody. Let's type it on the screen. Because I think this is important, right? And I'm gonna read the actual definition of it so you can really get it, and I'm gonna show you a graphic because the great state of North Carolina is known for doing this. Gerrymandering. Well, to gerrymander, right?
Gerrymander.
It's to manipulate the boundaries of an electoral constituency. Basically, your voting area. We manipulate the boundaries so it favors a party or a class more than the other. Do you understand that? This was done like they had to. This is years later, after slavery, after voting rights. Gerrymandering, even in 2024, is still an issue because these districts are historic districts. It's always been like this. But this is what's been going on. We'll draw the line and county lines in a weird way instead of just going straight up and down, right? We'll do a weird ass curve right here. So the railroad tracks right here separated. You ever heard somebody say that expression? You're on the wrong side of the tracks. He from the wrong side of the tracks. That's where that comes from. Because little stuff like a railroad track, a corner store, a stop sign, it'll separate a whole district when really all of y'all right here live in the same area. But this business is on this other side right here of the track. And we want this to be a part of that county with that guy and these people, not these poor folks over here. But we'll do it in a certain way where we'll have white leadership in charge of a black county. You got a white mayor, a white sheriff, white deputy, like white city council, and it's always been like that. But if you dig deep, those people don't even live over there. They just run it. They just in charge of it. But it's a dirty game, bro. But
real quickly, Mark, another thing when it comes to policing, I know that in the last 10 years ago, it was a big thing in national news. It's died down. But remember when they were trying to push residency requirements for certain over-policed black neighborhoods, and where was the pushback? The pushback came from these outside communities who, through gerrymandering, yes, you look at some of these places in Baltimore, hypothetically, or whatever like that, where most of the police force don't come from Baltimore. Most of these city councils don't come from by gerrymandering. They're still the same district, the same voting congressional district, to where like a place like Ohio that is very gentrified and all like that. Yeah, you'll have a lot of people who may be from our congressional district, but J.D. Vance has nothing to do with Youngstown, but he represents us.
All right, so and a good example I got on the screen for the people who are watching. Look at how this is drawn for North Carolina. Why is it drawn this way? And then granted, you see the big patch of blue here, big patch of red here, but then you start seeing a blue strip go through, then it curves right here. Then it's a big chunk of red here, big blue at the bottom. But look how they do these, look how they doing this dark red right here, right in the middle. And what counties and what people that affect that. It's like they can't even explain the rhyme or reason of going down, up, curve, go in right here a little bit, curve it back around, bring it back up, curve it down right there, bring it back. Like, this is weird. But it's drawn in a way because that right there, these are the red areas. We want that to be for us. That's that Raleigh-Durham-Fayetteville area. That's the triangle. You get what I'm saying? And they draw it little things like it's just over here. This is like Nash, Edgecombe County over here. This is Wilmington and all of that stuff. This is the Appalachian part. This is Charlotte. But you get what I'm saying? We got it set up. Charlotte, Raleigh-Durham-Fayetteville, all of that stuff. Yeah, let's look at this little blue red dip right here. Why is that? Why did it cut? Why did it not cut across right there? I don't know if y'all can see the screen. Why did it not just cut across right here? Why did we make that small little dip go in, go out, curve in, up, around, back down? It almost looked like a something hanging, if you get it.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, the answer, you already said it. Like when you look at how these congressional maps are drawn out and everything, and then look at the population and the demographics of these certain areas.
You got a lot of wind in the background too, bro. I don't know what you did different, but it's wind in the background. Can you roll your windows up if you're in the car?
Nah, that's the fan. I don't know. I have my fan on the whole time.
So you good now. Whatever you did, I guess you turned the fan off or moved away from the fan, but you good now.
No, I didn't do nothing. So that wasn't me. I didn't do nothing.
That was somebody else then. Go ahead, Clips.
Yeah, that was me.
Sorry about that. Go ahead, Clips. Let me hear you again.
But when you look at a lot of these maps and look at the populations and the demographics, you can see, like I was saying, where they will attach a rural area to an urban center, whereby the population of the demographics say at this place, say if they're saying most urban centers are lean democratic, and there's a lot of minorities here, where we're going to draw this map where this urban center now has these 3 surrounding rural areas that are also with it, to where the combined population of these white rural areas can either offset or overtake the numbers of the urban center. But it's all one congressional district now, and so instead of this being a Democratic stronghold, now it's a blue leading purple congressional district. Facts. With Republican senators.
Facts. Go ahead, Pittsburgh T. Then then I can after this I get your final thoughts on this topic, and I'm gonna go into this young Dolph Yo Gotti situation. I ain't gonna spend too much time on that, but I definitely want y'all to take on that as well. Before I close it out. Go ahead, Pittsburgh T. Final thoughts on this and reaction to everything.
Well, I mean, just to add to what everybody said, pretty much agree with everything that's been said. Just to add on, we also have city managers, which we only see those in one community, and that's the black community. And the most glaring of those will be Flint, Michigan, and we see the results of having a city manager. They came in and decided what they was going to do with the city water.
No, that was the governor.
They didn't have a vote. They didn't care.
That was the governor.
They had a city manager. They had a city manager after that. I'm sorry.
No. Well, the governor put that guy in place. I remember that. The governor, I followed that case closely. That governor screwed those people over. And he brought in
but he put a city manager in charge. The city manager superseded.
But that wasn't what the quote unquote black people of the city voted for.
No, that wasn't what I was saying, Mark. What I was saying is the no, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I think the people in the audience needed to hear the distinct of the two things right there. I don't want them to combine those facts. Well, you have a black city manager. Look what happened in Flint. That wasn't
what I was going to say.
I know that's not what you're going to say, but I don't want people to connect those dots because that is not what happened there. But go ahead.
Okay. Well, the city manager superseded the black mayor that the people had elected and just start making a bunch of moves, including the water situation that they had. Not only did they create it, the way they handled it, the mayor that was elected didn't even have control over what was going on within the city. They had no control. That was an elected person, like you pointed out, that had complete control over their city.
But what you got to understand, Pittsburgh T, the governor is the head of the state. Literally. He's the head of state. He's the quote unquote president of that fucking state, of that freaking state. Excuse my F-bomb. The people don't have no control over that.
No, that's not what I said, Mark. I said that the people elected the mayor. The person that was appointed, which was the city manager, had control over the city.
From the
person that was elected did not have control.
Yeah, but Pittsburgh T, we're going down a crazy rabbit hole because we started with you saying where the city.
What do you mean? I'm talking about the mayor not having control over the city. The city manager has control over that city. That was appointed by the governor.
And that can happen in your state tomorrow. Your governor does things in Florida that we don't want to happen if we live in Florida, but he's the governor. You get what I'm saying? That's not.
I get that, Mark. But when my point was that
my whole point is you started with a prerequisite of city managers in black cities, as in like the problems we have in black cities is because we have city managers and they do.
No, that's not what I said. I said we've never seen a city manager take over a city and supersede the mayor, except for in the black cities. They got city managers there, but they don't have more control than the mayor unless they're appointed by the governor. That only happened in that city. We ain't never seen that before. And then not only that, the crisis happened and they still didn't let up. They still let that go. My point being is that we always see the disproportion within the politics get to a crazy level of unheard of things when it comes to us. DC is another place where black people are there predominantly and they're completely not represented. And that's been going on forever. Since they figured out they couldn't get all black people was going to blow for black people no matter what. And they couldn't program black people. What Deuce was always putting at. They didn't like that. That they couldn't say that the guy was smoking crack or whatever he was doing, and the people still felt like he did more for them than anybody previous to them. They had more black people in government in D.C. where that particular mayor, the one that they kept saying that he was doing crack and whatever else he was doing. Marion Barry. He had more black people working in government and more black jobs and more opportunities in that city than they had ever seen. So they didn't care about any of that stuff. And the people in Congress and above got mad and they said, okay, cool. We'll let you vote for a mayor, but he ain't gonna have no power. And that's been going on for years. That should be unconstitutional for you de-taxation without representation.
But to be fair, DC
so I mean I just add that part of.
But DC doesn't have a governor though.
They don't have a mayoral power either, Mark. The mayor don't have no power.
I believe in every state the governor is the top guy. Because I remember when things happened here in Atlanta around 2020, when a lot of things were happening here. The mayor wanted one thing, black mayor. The governor, Brian Kemp, wanted another thing. Guess who got their way? Brian Kemp, the governor.
That's fine. But the mayor doesn't have any power with the budget or any other thing. That comes from an outside source. The mayor usually controls the purse strings of his city.
More or less, but more or less with certain things, like yes, but don't get it confused. The mayor has a tremendous amount of power within the city, but it can't supersede the governor though. And a lot of times the governor just let people do what they do. But in this state, the great state of Georgia, as Clips always say, the great state of Ohio, right? And this is not me capping or caping for Georgia because I'm not tied to none of this shit that much. I'm a military veteran. Your city's my city, dog. You know what I'm saying? All this shit is mine. You know what I'm saying? Earth is my turf. Let's go. You feel me? So I say that to say this, bro. The things that the mayor wanted to do here in Atlanta during COVID, as far as shutting this shit down, the governor said, no, you're not. Because in this state, this city is the biggest city in the state. You know, millions and millions. And even when you count the surrounding areas like the Cobb, it's not just quote unquote Fulton County. You got South Fulton, the Cab, like I said, Cobb, and the list goes on. So when you start dealing with those politics, man, Flint is a small fish when it comes to the great state of Michigan. You get what I'm saying? And unfortunately, there's
nothing great about that up there.
It's sad to say, but that's not the revenue generator for the state. People in Detroit got good water still. Last time I checked. You get what I'm saying? What's happening to the city of Flint?
But they got control over that.
What's happening to the city of Flint?
Yeah, but they got control over that city, though, bro.
Who got control? The black people?
No. The city manager and them had control over the city, not the people of the city. The city manager that was appointed came in and had control.
We agree, but that guy had no experience, don't know what the hell he was doing. He was appointed by the governor. The governor did that to that city to grease his pockets. It's public record. It's out here.
Yeah, I'm sure there were other things involved Pittsburgh team, but like Mark said, that was just a money grab from a greedy governor, and the fallout of his gross negligence. And it doesn't matter what Fuck it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what party he's from. That was just a very neglectful, greedy governor, and the fallout of government of corruption. That's what that was.
What party was he?
Republican, Richard Snyder.
Yeah, Republican. And you had the people that were supposed to watch over that too, that they was reporting to, that was completely ignoring them. I can't remember the government agency off the top of my head that they was reporting into all those claims.
Bro,
people's hair falling out, the brown water.
Bro, everybody complaining.
No, people were complaining it to the government agency and they were ignoring them. They just act like they didn't hear them. So every level they felt it.
Bro, and I think that's one of the things that still bothers me about this country, right? Because you would think the United States government should just be able to jump in and fix it for us. You get what I'm saying? We jump in and fix shit all over the world, right? That we don't care about. We might have a cousin in Flint or a favorite fighter out of Flint, Michigan. You get what I'm saying? They like, man, I can't do nothing. Like that's a state issue. Believe it or not, I can't do nothing. I remember that shit was going on with Obama, and I was like, man, you gotta find a way. Can't. I was like, yeah, you can't get bit meat out neither, nigga. Man, fuck this second vote. No, I'm trolling. But you get my point though, right? Like, that's one thing I do love about Donald Trump. That's the one thing I love about Donald Trump. I hate it, but I love it, but I love it, but I hate it. My whole life, Pittsburgh T, Clips, neighborhood, everybody listening in the chat, Hugo, they told us the president was a figurehead, Hugo, my whole life, they said the president was a figurehead. Donald Trump showed me the president got a whole lot of power. And a lot of people are scared about that seat. Go ahead, Hugo, and then we'll pass it around. And I'm going to move on to the next topic.
I wholeheartedly agree. The president has a lot of power, and it should. You know what I mean? And but they got to consolidate with the people. And every state, you know, like I was talking earlier about the governor and all that stuff. Look right now, the Roe and the abortion thing, right? There's states that are preventing it from people, and they have to go to another thing, and the government can't do nothing about it. I mean, like y'all said, the governor of that state has the power. And yeah, y'all are right about every key point y'all were talking about.
Go ahead, Clips.
In the great state of Ohio, our current governor, Mike DeWine, who is a Republican, has been a very effective governor in his own way. He's done some things that, honestly, both Democrats and Republicans within the state, we know that they are in the best interest of Ohio. You know, they might look crazy to y'all on a national level, but we know how Ohioans are. That's why Ohio is a stand your ground state. That's why Ohio marijuana is legal recreationally and medicinal, even though it's a very conservative red state on paper. Mike DeWine understands that Ohio is run by the urban centers, which we are very cavalier. We're very, we're almost like the West Coast when you come to the urban centers, as far as like very liberal, very whatever. But by the nature of Ohio, you drive 15 minutes out of that town, you're back into a thick Bible country. You know, you drive 30 minutes, you might be in old world Amish Quaker Mennonite country when they're still living in the 1800s. You know, and so, like Mark said, it does depend on who's in office. It doesn't depend on your party or whatever, because we have a Republican governor, but this Republican governor understands to properly govern and manage the state of Ohio. You cannot preach to the extreme, because we have a little bit of everything here, from a very extreme liberal stuff to some very extreme right-wing conservative stuff. And they will all be within 1 hour of each other. These people are all in the same area code, same zip code. And that's Ohio.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
This is just I don't know where everybody's from or anything, but from Texas, like, we got two general, like, how do I say it, mindsets of how Ohio and Florida is. I don't know if y'all know, like just a stereotypical thing. Like for us, from my opinion, what I hear from other people is that Ohio's got some crazy people. Yeah, like everything be happening over there. You know what I mean? Like, oh, got to be somebody from Ohio. Somebody just did this and this. Got to be from Ohio or Florida. I know it sounds kind of messed up, but that's
yeah. Charlemagne started that on the Breakfast Club years ago, saying, talking about Florida. He said that he created that thing, like, and he chose to get Florida's topics all the time. But
I don't think he created it, because Florida man. I've heard Florida man jokes since I was a kid.
Nah, man, but you can do that about New York. You can do that about Dallas. Like,
anywhere,
you can do it about Los Angeles. Come on, bro. You don't think something going down in L.A., New York, Dallas, Atlanta? Like, bro, if you Chicago.
Oh yeah, I've been in Chicago.
Come on, bro. If you're trying to target a demographic and paint a narrative about them, if it's in a major metropolitan city in this world, you can get that off. All you got to do is just target all the news organizations that in that area, and you're always gonna find you a funny, interesting story.
Hey, now Hugo. Now you know what they say about y'all.
I gotta go to the next topic after this, Clips. I really gotta go. I'm looking at the clock. I want to get y'all take on this young Dolph stuff real quick, bro. Like, we ain't got to.
Oh no, I'm done. Go ahead. I'm just messing with Hugo, saying, you know what they say about Texans?
Yeah,
they say a lot.
We ain't got no queers. We just got steers.
Yeah, I don't know. You've been to Austin, Texas? You've been to Austin?
Yeah,
that's a queer ass town.
Yeah, wow. Yep. Right
that whole damn county walked with a switch.
Clip said Austin is the Atlanta of Texas.
Never heard of it.
I know it's a beautiful city, cool people, but I've always got on them because any city where the city motto is "Let's get weird," that tells you everything.
You ain't lying.
Everything you need to know.
Hey,
all right,
man.
All right, well, look,
hey,
I appreciate you.
I want to tell y'all goodbye, and
it
was a great time talking with y'all guys.
Okay, real quick, before you go out, let me get your quick take on what do you think about the footage of the courtroom video of the killer of young Dolph saying Yo Gotti's brother, deceased brother who just died in a murder himself, a Big Jook ordered the hit. What is your take on that before I let you go? Or do you not even know who these people are?
I know who young Dolph is.
You know he got murdered.
I haven't seen the courtroom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is new news to you.
I'm gonna look up on it.
Man, jump in the chat,
well,
man.
No.
I'm about to play the courtroom video and audio of the dude on the stand saying, "Yeah, man, Yo Gotti's brother, Yo Gotti,
right now."
Yo Gotti's brother's not here. So is Yo Gotti gonna? Is Yo Gotti on the clock, man? Like, that's a big fish for the state of. Woo, come on, bro. You know that's all about building cases to build your name up. That's what I was trying to tell Deuce earlier. I couldn't get it off. When he was talking about Kamala.
I know all about that case.
Michael Jackson. I'm like, shit, somebody bring her a case on Michael Jackson. She thinks she got enough. Shit, we got to do it. Nobody's above the law.
Yep.
So
apparently Trump is.
No, Trump went to trial. Got indicted. Had to come to Atlanta for a mug shot, man. We got a presidential mug shot.
Should we be proud of that?
Man, no, I'm not saying no, I'm proud of her. And I'm proud of the process of the system. They said, hey, look, we're gonna follow through with this.
Hell yeah.
And you gotta come take this damn mug shot picture. You on bail just like everybody else. We ain't asking for remand. We know where you at. You got a Secret Service, but yeah, nigga, you going through the process. He had to get fingerprinted and get his mug shot taken. That shit is on the record forever because we got a case.
Yep. Well, let's see they go through it. I know a lot of cases where
she fucked that case. I'm messing up. She messed that case up. With that Nathan Wade thing, but that's a whole nother thing when we do the life story of Fannie Willis. I'm gonna make Fannie Willis a whole episode. What?
Hey, about Gotti, you think they're gonna try to build a case on him because his brother supposedly did the hit?
I believe so, bro. I believe the public pressure, and I think this is such a big story, and I'm telling you, bro, this is not gonna go. This is not about to go away with this new video out, because it was always rumors. It's another thing for a guy to get on the stand and put it on the public record, and a guy like me can go online and download these transcripts. And when these indictments get unsealed, we can go online and, like, I got the Diddy unsealed indictment. I don't think I'm gonna even get a chance to get through that tonight, because we spent so much time on this. But I get it. This is politics, man. Hey, look, that shows you something. A lot of people talk about this Diddy stuff. I think that stuff, a lot of that stuff is a distraction, bro. I think they don't want us talking about politics right now. They don't want us to talk about pagers blowing up in the Middle East.
Oh yeah, that's messed
just
up.
Pagers dude. Just blowing up, 2,000 pagers. Boom, boom, boom. Bro, people be like, okay, well, they were terrorists and they were bad guys. I was like, bro, once you start putting warfare in communication devices that people give to their wives, kids, butler, maid, were they part of it too? Nah, bro, you tripping, bro. You can't say kill everybody, bro. You can't do that. You need to find a way to get this guy. You can't go into the house and just bomb the whole house or kill the whole house, bro. No, bro, you can't do that. That's wrong, bro. What Israel is doing right now is disgusting, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I just can't rock with it. And the bad thing, the way they got this whole thing rigged up, I probably have to do this episode on my backup channel, Mark Nash Live, the backup channel, because they'll come over here and snatch my chain. Anti-Semitic. Get him up out of here. Anti-Semitic. Like, nah, it's not anti-Semitic if it's true.
It's moral. It's morally right. You know what I mean? You got to talk about what's morally right.
Right. If you see me eating some chicken and watermelon, and you say, Mark Nash, you old chicken eating and watermelon ass nigga, and you got a picture of me eating chicken and watermelon on the same plate at the same time. I was dumb enough as a black man to let y'all get a picture with me with nothing but fried chicken and watermelon on the plate. You got that picture. If you call me a watermelon eating chicken motherfucker, there's support. Excuse my French. Sorry for the F-bomb. But, bro, that's not being racist. I'm on camera. I am black. But you didn't call me the N-word. You just said, yeah, oh, watermelon fried chicken. I was doing it. And I'm on camera doing it. You eat fried chicken too. You eat watermelon too. Did you got them on a plate together in a picture? Did you give them that? I didn't give them that. I'll never give you that photo out. As much as I love to do. I love my watermelon and all my other fruits, and I love my fried chicken. But, bro, I'm not going to be on a picture ever in life with y'all seeing me with a plate of fried chicken and some watermelon beside me. Why would I do that? Hey, look, posing with the picture with the watermelon to my mouth. Come on, man. Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
So you got to be careful with the graphics and the optics that you give people. And what Israel is giving me is the graphics and optics of terrorism, bro. And it's wow, it's disgusting. Pittsburgh T, are you abreast on what's going on with that?
Yeah, the UN said that they were wrong, that they violated all kinds of treaties and they're not supposed to do that. The UN came out and said that.
Yeah, because they put
so
bombs.
No matter what they say, it's not supposed to do it.
Hey, Pittsburgh T, what people are forgetting with this is they put anywhere between 1 and 2 ounces of explosives in telecommunication devices using what? So this means it's going to use universal phone lines. You put that in our supply chain. You violated, bro. You damaged the supply chain. How do other countries trust the supply chain knowing that you could put a bomb in our fucking phones and pagers? Because they switched the pagers because they had found a way to heat up the lithium batteries and make the phones get hot. They figured out a way to do that.
But you know the other part is
they can tap the satellite.
You know the part about Al Jazeera too. But you know the other part about Al Jazeera, they went in Lebanon and they shut down Al Jazeera, the network inside of there. They literally kicked them out of there and told them they're not allowed to be there no more.
Bro, this is
they just recently did that.
Man, this is a whole nother
episode. So I mean, they're doing all kind of stuff.
Yeah, man, it's a whole nother episode. Like, this deserves a whole episode, man. And I've been slow walking y'all to it, like, for about a week now, right? It happened last Tuesday. On Wednesday, they blew up the walkie-talkies at the funeral. We got American citizens out here, senators talking about not only do I think it was a good idea, I like it. I'm like, bro, that's terrorism. Just having people pages and phones blowing up. That's not, bro. That's not the okay. If that's what we own, that's what we own. Then we all at risk with our phones that come from everywhere, our cars that come from everywhere. You get what I'm saying? Think about all the things that.
But they're only saying that because of APAC, though.
Oh yeah, bro.
They're only saying that because of APAC, Mark. That's it.
Oh, thank you.
That's the only reason they're saying that.
Pittsburgh T. A lot of people don't know what APAC is. Can you enlighten them, my brother?
That's one of the foreign. That is I want to say it's Israeli. I'm not sure the exact base, but it's from that group over there that they're allowed to contribute.
The I in APAC definitely is for Israel.
It's from Israel, so they're allowed. From Israel is allowed to contribute to our politicians here, and they don't have to register as foreign entities, meaning they fall under the same rules as any other PAC, so they can give unlimited funds to these politicians. Any other foreign entity would have to register, and they're limited to the amount of money that they can give. Not APAC. That's the only one that's not here, not from here, that's allowed to do that.
I got it on the screen for the people who don't know. American Israel Public Affairs Committee, APAC. That's why when you say I don't know if it's from Israel, I was like, oh yeah, that's what the I is for. But it's a American Israel. So who are they? I tell y'all this, look it up. They donate. They got $100 million. I said $100. $100 million invested into this campaign alone. And I'm gonna tell you the dope thing about them. They donate to both sides, no matter who win. We want in over $100 million in this election, bro.
But they ain't running no debts that we run, Mark. That's the other thing about that country. They don't have no debts like we do. And they got universal health care. They got maternity leave that's paid for. They got all the stuff that we don't need, that we don't have when we in debt. Like, that whole thing is just crazy, man. Yeah, when you do that with that thing, that's going to be, I don't know how deep you're going to go, but that's a crazy whole subject, man. That whole thing is nuts.
I got to do on my backup channel, bro. They'll snatch my chain. I get banned for life in one episode off this, bro. But I'm definitely going to have the phone lines open. I'll probably do an open. Matter of fact, I can't do an open pen on that because I can't trust everybody with the platform that way. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what.
No, let's move on, Mark. Move on before you go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it though.
Move on before you get flagged from this. Yeah, so you get flagged for this. Go and move on. This ain't gonna be good.
Oh yeah, but you know what they do want me to talk about? We can talk about Yo Gotti and his brother. Hey, Clips. We talk about that nigga shit all day, Clips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We talk about that. Yeah.
Nigga shit.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And it's funny too because, like you brought up some very good points. First of all, let's make no mistake. All right, all countries, as all people, have the right to defend themselves.
Oh no, Clips. We was done with that. We on the Yo Gotti shit. We moving.
Well, now as far as
we doing that, Clips. We doing that.
We done on this. I got it. Like I said, I got to do that. A whole nother episode of that on a whole nother channel. I'm on the Young Dolph brother and Yo Gotti. Let me play this clip right here so we can know what's going on.
All right. You and Justin jump back in the car. You've been hitting shoulder.
Okay. Let me read.
On November 17th, 2021.
We knew that, they had a hit on Dolph and head or whatever. So
who had a hit on whose head?
Big Jook had a hit on Dolph head or whatnot. So.
And this is the guy looking at his boy up there telling on him. He said Big Jook had a hit on young Dolph head.
How do you know that Big Jook had a hit on Dolph's head?
How do you know?
Quit had told me about it.
Quit told him about it.
Quit and being Justin.
And me and Justin. That's Justin.
How much money was it supposed to be?
How much money?
$100,000 on Dolph.
$100,000 on Dolph.
Oh, yeah.
And had you agreed to do this hit?
Had you agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Had Justin agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Had Justin agreed to do the hit? Yes, sir.
We all going to do it together?
Yeah, they been on it, but yeah.
He's like, yeah. They been on it, but yeah, we gonna do it together.
Was there any arrangements as far as splitting money or anything?
Yeah,
yo, that nigga up there telling it all. Yo, is he telling it all or what? Woo-wee. Let's play it.
Him and me and him supposed to be giving Quit 10,000 apiece.
All right, so you and him.
First of all, let me put a pause right there. Pittsburgh T, did you hear that? He said me and him were gonna give Quit 10,000 apiece. So Quit only getting $20K off this murder.
Yeah, I heard the story. I heard that's what he said.
All right, let's play some more.
Him we're gonna give Kovac.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, but I was going to say real quick, ain't that what T.I. supposedly did? Snitched on somebody who was dead, and it was okay because he snitched on the person he snitched on was dead. Ain't that the hood rules he was playing by?
I don't remember that.
You talking about with his cousin?
I don't remember that.
You talking about the time where he said his cousin did it?
Like a drug case, right? Was that a drug case or something?
Yeah, it was a drug case. Yeah, I think it was a drug case or a weapon case or something.
It wasn't my drugs. It was my cousin's drugs.
Yeah. Wasn't that the same similar or off?
Nah, yeah, you're a little off because this is a prominent rapper being murdered. And it's a guy on stand saying the other prominent rapper is still alive. His brother and business partner paid us to go kill this dude. Like, T.I. case ends with that right there. This right here leads to larger implications for other people. Because yes, Big Jook is dead, but also if you read through this indictment, another part of that their deal was they're going to get a record deal with CMG. Guess who's in charge of CMG right now? Wait for it. Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti's alive and well. T.I.'s cousin, God bless his heart, is deceased, bro. This case has larger ramifications. That's some old thing that they dug up on T.I. This right here is on the news right now in social media real time. Yo Gotti, especially in a climate where guys like Diddy is getting picked up. The clock is ticking on Yo Gotti. And there's people out there, they want to see him got. They want to see Yo Gotti got. They want to see if they're going to get Yo Gotti. I
agree with you on that. That the temperature is definitely turned up on Yo Gotti because whether it's people from PRE or whether it's just Memphis PD, like it's like, hey man, like if I was Yo Gotti, this would be one of them times where I take an extended vacation or go on tour. This would be that time where I'd be working on my world tour right now. I'd be somewhere in Europe.
No, I wouldn't be on the world tour. I wouldn't want y'all to know where I'm at any given time. Nope. I would be this way. I would cancel all my tour days clips, and I would be catch me if you can type shit, nigga. Gingerbread man. I'd be on my Russell Simmons, bro. I found a way. Like when I ain't gonna lie, yo, I am so shocked that Diddy got arrested. I thought he was planning the Russell move, and I think, and this is just me, maybe at one point he was, and then he heard all of the people like us talking about he trying to pull a Russell, and he was like, "Nah, I ain't running. I'm gonna take the they ain't got nothing on." Like he thought he was low. Nah, bro.
I really think Diddy was told he can't run. He needs to fall on the sword because I really think that the things that I think I think the truth about the, you know what I'm saying? And so I think with the young Jock, you're right. He probably should run, but this could be one of them things where
not young Jock, not young Jock. Shout out to young Jock, but this is Yo Gotti.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I misspoke. But I think Yo Gotti. He, you know what I'm saying, he's probably looking at it like, hey, I'm gonna be right here, and wherever this thing goes, it's gonna have to end with me instead of going further, you know, because like you said, just from dude's allegations, this isn't just Big Jook. Like right now, just off that statement alone, that the state of Tennessee got a crazy RICO case on TMG.
Hey, look, Clips, I feel you, and that sounds good.
Where's the case at?
Say what? New York.
Where's the case at, Mark?
New York Southern
District.
District.
New York?
See, bro, New York Southern
Oh,
District.
man.
Bro, it was a whole show on HBO called, on Showtime called Billions, all about that U.S. Southern District in New York. That's how famous it is. Like, it's legendary.
No, I'm talking about the Young Joe court case. That's in New York too?
No. I thought you were talking about Diddy. No, that shit is in Memphis.
No, not Diddy.
Nah,
Memphis.
I don't know how legendary that district is for what they do.
But
but that's not a federal case.
They got a high crime area though.
Yeah, but that's not a federal case neither. That's a state crime. That's why we got cameras in the courtroom, because it's a state crime. If it was federal, we wouldn't even see this guy's face right now. But let's play some more of this.
We all gonna do it together?
Yeah, they been on it, but yeah.
Was there any arrangements as far as splitting the money or anything?
Yeah, me and him supposed to be giving Quit 10,000 apiece.
All right, so you and him are gonna give Govan 10,000 apiece?
Yeah.
And how much are you gonna get?
I was getting 40, he was getting 40.
Wow. 40. Yo, that's how they're gonna split the 100,000 to kill young Dolph. We're gonna give this nigga 20,000 apiece. Go ahead. Matter of fact, let's just play some more. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Play some more of this.
Had you spoken with Justin about this?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Okay. This was not something that just happened this day, but something that was in the process for weeks?
Yeah,
How did y'all hook up this day, if you remember?
He had pulled up to give me. He came and got me or whatever.
Where did he get you from?
He got me from my father's house.
Where's your father's house?
Out of Lamont Sims.
Orange Mound area?
Yeah.
Had either you called him or he called you or anything like that?
Orange Mound. They don't. A-ball MJG. That's okay. All right, let's play it.
He had called me the first time I missed the call. Then he called me back. I answered. Telling me basically they were pulling up because we already knew what was going on.
When you say you already knew what was going on, you already knew that this is about?
Yeah, because we knew they were doing the turkey drive, so we was actually on our way to Westwood.
Had you and Justin talked?
He said we knew they were doing a turkey drive, so we was already on our way to Westwood. Pittsburgh T, you see that? He out there trying to do good. He said we knew they were doing the turkey drive, so we was already on our way to murder him while he doing a turkey drive for the community. You get what I'm saying? You can't even tell people when you're doing stuff. You just gotta do it under and just get it done under your name and your company. You get what I'm saying? You can't even do it like you want to, and give the people your presence. Cause people like this plotting your murder, bro.
Is the only guy dead? The one guy? The rest of them part of his squad, they still living? The guys, other people he named, they still living?
Oh, Gotti, other than his brother, the guy who paid for the hit is dead.
Okay, but the other people he was saying how they was gonna split the money up, they still there?
Yeah, they
still here?
Yeah, the camera is on. He's snitching on the dude with the camera on. The guy who camera is on him.
Okay.
One of his co-conspirators is telling on him right now.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be messy. Yeah, that's gonna be messy.
Telling on this guy right here. They tried to keep his camera.
Okay.
They got his face off camera while he's telling, but so it's just on his shorts. But everybody know who it is because he was arrested with him.
Yeah,
he was a part of it.
About this particular day before.
Not the specific day. We just knew that it was turkey drive going every day that week.
It was a turkey drive going every day that week. We giving away turkeys all week long. And they giving away turkeys all week long, so we know where he at. We gonna pull up on him and we gonna kill him, bro. That's what he's saying, bro. This is crazy, Pittsburgh T. You feel me, bro?
Man, I hate these new rap niggas, man. I hate them, man. They just ain't no good, man. They don't have no kind of.
This ain't even no rapper though. This just a dude
no.
on the street.
Yeah, I get it, but who paid the money? Them rap niggas saved the money. They wouldn't have got them dudes to do that.
Technically, according to his testimony, a rap nigga's brother did it. But according to you, what you said, you think Gotti's implicated though, right? He's definitely implicated now.
Yeah. Well, him and his brother.
Well, his brother's
I mean,
dead.
all of them.
His brother's dead, so he can't even defend himself.
Yeah,
his brother just got murdered himself.
Yeah, but I don't even believe that part. I think he gave the money to convenient. It became his brother who gave him the money. That's just saying that sounds too convenient.
Hold on.
That the man dead all of a sudden.
No. Yo Gotti, that's really Yo Gotti's brother, Big Jook.
No, I get it, but he's not here no more. That's what I'm saying. So he ain't here no more. He's the money man that's not here no more. But the guy that's currently with us, that probably paid for the real thing. He wasn't connected besides giving them a contract. Is what I'm saying. He probably had the whole thing rolling in motion from the beginning.
Who was that guy?
Yo Gotti. I'm saying he probably had. I'm saying, and my theory would be Yo Gotti had the whole thing from the front to the top, from giving them the money and promising them the contract. I think his brother was just in there. I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe that part of it.
Oh, you think? Oh, wow, that's deep right there. You think the brother just falling on the sword because he's not here? But if that's the case, you won't want to do that because he's not here. Is nobody to fall on the sword but Gotti, because he is the money man. Where would his brother get $100,000 from other than the record label CMG, where he had an executive level type position? You get what I'm saying?
Hey man, I'm just saying that the street Negro talk. That's how I would see them dudes trying to soften the blow a little bit, but it's not going to work. That's what I'm saying. Because where would the brother get $100,000 to give it to him anyway?
Well, his brother's in the business. His brother's part of CMG Records. His brother part of his
right.
Label.
He's part of the he's part of the label that he owns. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
now we say the same thing.
Yeah. But if I'm Yo Gotti, I'm like, look, my brother did that. If what you say is true, you got to connect. That's all on my brother. Like, that don't mean I did it. You get what I'm saying?
Sure. No, I'm saying they're not gonna be able to prove it, but I'm just saying logically, it seems like that's what happened. They're gonna have a hard time proving.
I don't know how far them phones go back. You get what I'm saying? And since he's deceased, it ain't too many people that can fight that subpoena, probably, or gonna fight the subpoena. Who do you subpoena? The Fed. Like, if the Fed swoop in, bro, on this case, shit. They don't know.
I don't know, Mark. That YSL case, we thought that YSL case was open and shut, man, and that turned into a whole disaster.
I never thought it was open
like that.
I never thought it was open and shut when I saw Leor and Kevin Lyles going to his bond hearing, trying to get him out, talking about how much they was gonna put behind him. They offered millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Came to visit, to the court, took the stand. He's a good guy. We vouch for him. We will be responsible for him. Nope. Somebody got murdered, dog. He's sitting his ass in jail. Bail denied.
Yeah, I thought they got him when they dug up all that stuff in his backyard. I thought it was a slam dunk from there. And then the case is the case. And that just went all left.
I wonder how his legal defense is going to change since Kevin Lyles, which was one of his biggest supporters, has resigned from his position at that label. How does that work? Because that legal,
that's a good question.
It's bigger than Donald Trump. It's bigger than Diddy. It's bigger than Young Thug. You get a RICO. You get a RICO. You get a RICO. Everybody who's rich, if we don't like something you're doing, we can put a RICO on you. I don't know. I'm freestyling. I just know I just want to make my music, do my little YouTube show. I canceled all meet and greets. I don't want to meet or greet with none of y'all, and it ain't gonna be nobody showing no meet, no, and we ain't greeting. Fuck that. Canceled all meet and greets. If I bump into you in this situation at a fight, it was by circumstance, but I have canceled all meet and greets and get-togethers for this channel. I don't want to be a part of it. They're gonna labeled it a freak off 10 years from now. He had a meet and greet and it was a freak out. What? No. Just because you gave somebody some ass don't mean it was a freak off. I ain't getting no ass. I went home to my wife. She was mad. She was like, you was out too late. You don't get no ass tonight. See, I know no freak off for me. I got nothing but a bill at the end of the night. So I don't want to be responsible for nobody's situation at a meet and greet because it's going to all label me and come back to me. So the meet and greets are off indefinitely until we see what happens with all these cases because they're going to put a case on me and I do not want it to be a special victims case. If you know, baby. Y'all smash that like button on the way into the room. It's your man Martin Nash breaking beats. #1 hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We let them jokes fly because life is serious enough. Hey, look, man, let me play some more of this clip of this audio. You got to hear this part, this birthday.
Yeah. You knew that the fair said you knew Dolph was involved in these turkey drives this week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we didn't know we were going to catch him, but we knew his artist. Everybody had a hit on him. Everybody had a price.
He said we knew. He said we didn't know when he was going to catch him. But we knew him and his artists were going to be out, and everybody had a price on him. Everybody had a hit on him. That's crazy.
He sold everything.
The fair said you knew Dolph was involved in these turkey drives this week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we didn't know we were going to catch him, but we knew his artist. Everybody had a hit on him. Everybody had a price on him.
From Jook?
Yeah, from Jook.
And that was going to be on.
You see how that guy who's doing this case, he's building the case on Gotti through this testimony, bro. That shit is coming, bro. Pause.
How's business this week?
Yeah, that was that easy.
When he arrived at the house, do you remember what he was driving?
White Mercedes-Benz.
Okay, had you seen that car before?
Nah, I ain't never saw that car.
He said, man, you getting paid more than me for this here. How you get a Benz? for the murder, for the slide? You gonna slide in the Benz? Okay.
Did you get in the car?
He said, I ain't never seen that car. You heard him, Pittsburgh T?
Yeah, he threw that disclaimer out there quick.
He said, I ain't never seen that car. I was slick hating like, damn, man, you getting paid more than 40? I thought we was getting 40 and 40 and we both gonna get a homie 10 out of the 100,000. We gonna take the 100,000 because everybody knows it's a hit on him. This is his words, not mine. Let's play it.
Car with him?
Yeah, I got him.
Was there anybody else in the car?
Nah, it was just me and Jesse.
Were there any guns in the car?
Yeah, they was on the back seat.
Keep in mind, this is the co-conspirator, the co-defendant telling on Justin Johnson. The guy you see on the screen is Justin Johnson watching his co-defendant very vividly and very detailed describe the callous murder against rap star Young Dolph. Happened at Makita's Cookies. Seems like it was so long ago, right? Right, bro. What year was this? Was this 2022, correct?
Yeah, was it 2022? Late 2023?
2022, I believe. Or 2023. I think
what was the beef over? It might have been 2023. I wonder what the original beef was for.
Well, according to the streets, man, it's Dolph and Gotti beefing over who the king of the city. Things of that nature. And it just went too far. And you know, Dolph was killing him with them videos. Dolph was killing with them videos when he had that funny ass video with that big head nigga that looked like Yo Gotti. He had a nigga like a little short, chubby nigga with a big forehead and his hairline was pushed back. Like Dolph was funny as fuck, man. And then they tried him a couple times. Like remember his car got shot up. His van got hit like 100 times or some shit. Then he got, and then another time they shot at him. He actually lived. Third time's the charm, or was it the fourth time? But they was trying to get this dude for a minute, allegedly. Put a case on it, maybe, possibly. Just saying, bro. Let's play it.
In bed.
Do you remember what kind of guns there were?
A Draco, handgun.
Okay. And Draco, Memphis, some type of bigger semi-automatic weapon. Is that right? And then a handgun. Do you remember what you were wearing that 2021?
We knew that, you know, they had a hit on Dolph and them head or whatever. So
who had a hit on whose head?
Big Jook had a hit on Dolph head or whatnot. So
how do you know that Big Jook had a hit on Dolph's head?
Cause Quick had told me about it. Quick, and you know what I'm saying? Then just
how much money was it supposed to be?
100,000 on Dolph head.
And had you agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Had Justin agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
I don't even know how old dude is, but he definitely sounds like he might, because Justin Johnson has aged very rapidly. Like, got the weight on him. He looked like a little kid back when this stuff first happened. I was like, damn, this nigga like a little youngin'. And that's who will do it to you, these little youngins, bro. But it's sad because dude definitely sound like he's supposed to be quote unquote the OG of the group. I should have told them dudes, nah, man, we ain't doing that. We damn sure ain't doing it for no $100,000. If we are respectfully, but nah, we're not doing that. You get what I'm saying? Not doing that.
Man,
but niggas want to be down so bad, and they come from a place of poverty where to them they see 40,000 and they think it's 400,000 in their mind. You get what I'm saying? That 4,000 look like 400,000.
That's crazy, Mark, because they was making records and both making money off that. And one of them got mad enough to put out a legit hit. That's nuts. Cutting off your own. Let's just say you hate this dude. I hate you, Mark. You hate me. Cool. We going back and forth making beats. Every time we make a beat, we make more money. Like, why would I kill you? That don't even make any sense. Leave you around, man. I need to make this beat.
Nah, I gotta let niggas know I'm a real nigga, though. That's what it is. I gotta let you know I'm a real nigga, dog. This ain't just rap.
Man, that's white supremacy right there. That's stupidity.
Plus, some of them jokes you saying hitting home too much. It's making me mad. I'm tired of hearing your name. You annoy me. You bother me. It ain't I'm scared of you. And it ain't about the money no more. It's about respect. I'm tired of you playing with my name. When I see you, something gonna happen to you.
Well, I mean, they feel like that, they should do it themselves. But my thing is, if you feel like that, go.
No, that's what the money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why. Yeah, but that's why I hate them rap niggas.
No, bro, that's not.
That's what I'm saying, Mark.
That's not just rap, bro. That's
rich
people shit, bro. They buy your.
I get it, but what I'm telling you, I get it.
Everybody that get killed is
no, I ain't saying that. I'm saying these dudes supposed to be. These dudes playing tough. Everybody ain't playing tough. These Negroes playing tough. So if you want to play tough and be bad, be bad. That's what I'm saying. If you want to be rich and be rich, be rich.
No, they did both. They did both. They said, I'm going to be bad and I'm going to be rich and I'm going to pay somebody 10% of $1 million. I made $1 million off my last record. I'm going to pay 10% of that to get you whacked. That's what they do.
Sucker stuff, man. That's real sucker stuff. You don't get no props for that.
I didn't say you get no props for it, but Pittsburgh T. I'm from a place where they kill you for less than 100,000. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't saying the dude who did it didn't have no reason to do it. I'm saying the dude who putting the money up, who really bothered so bad.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know that.
Push your button so tough.
We don't know that. Now we assuming that Yo Gotti did that. As of right now, the testimony.
I'm saying whoever. Okay, but even his brother, whoever put the money up, they should have been the one to do it. Is what I'm saying. Whoever they may be.
That ain't what the money for. The money ain't for me to go to prison. The money is for me to pay off my problems. That's what that paper do. Like Pittsburgh T.
Oh man,
Pittsburgh T. I don't go out there because I got money and try to go get a ladder and fix my own roof. I'm gonna hire a roofer, nigga. I'm not about to go on YouTube and figure out how to do the electrical work and do the electrical work in my new house. I'm gonna hire somebody who does electrical work. Same with the HVAC. Same with the carpets. Same with the painter. And these dudes hire the painter, but they hire the wrong painters.
Man, look, man, you don't see no Hatfield and McCoy with people killing themselves over there in Coral Gables and Beverly Hills. They call somebody and be done with it. They call a lawyer or somebody and work that out. They don't even argue with each other, man.
That's not
you don't
true.
see nobody who lives. You don't see nobody who lives across. You don't see that. They do that stuff. You rarely see it. You rarely see stuff like that.
Look,
for the most part, they deal with it because they got too much money.
Well, out of all the rappers and all the people in the music, I don't want to label it down to just rap. Let's just say music, right? People die from drugs, alcohol, and all other kind of things more than gun violence. You get what I'm saying? When you just think of the music industry. But when you start thinking about other industries, maybe it's just not sensationalized because people don't care as much as the entertainment business of music stars and actors. Another actor's been abused, or another actor or actress has died of an overdose. It's not sensationalized in the media. I mean, it is sensationalized in the media. It's not when, okay, scientists in Omaha, Nebraska dies of overdose of cocaine. Nobody cares. Respect to them, but their family care, their local community care, but it's not major news. It's not national news. Diddy is national news. Yo Gotti being implicated through the death of his brother by a co-defendant on the stand on state television, national news, that's major. The Tory Lanez thing with Megan was not the only shooting that happened in California that year, or the last 2 years or 3 years, however long it took that whole process to go. But that was major news. Tory versus Meg. You know how many people got shot in California during that process and didn't make it? Unsolved murder, dead, still pending trial. But Tory Lanez, oh yeah, we're gonna get this case done. Big fish, got one. So I get it though. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I get on the show, sometimes I say, let me not bury the lead. Sidebar, I hear a lot of people still in that little line too. Like, you know, that's something we know from like just going to school for mass comm, but I see dudes, just regular YouTubers now who used to follow my show saying it now. That's kind of crazy. But it's dope though. I love it. I want us all to do better. So with that said, man, like if it don't bleed, it don't lead. Like they want to talk about that first, Pittsburgh T. And right now, Diddy's bleeding.
I get it, Mark, but my problem is
Gotti's bleeding.
Yeah, I get it. My problem with the whole rap thing is like when you want to play tough, and like if it's some other stuff, like you trying to be tough. That's the thing about this. If you're not trying to be tough, then cool. I mean, stuff happens. People have disputes, problems all the way. But then you tough enough. You're not even doing the deeds yourself. Don't do that. I thought you was tough. If you ain't, don't do that, bro. Like don't be running around like you tough if you ain't really tough like that.
No, Pittsburgh T, but you're a soldier, right? Like me. Our commander-in-chief is not expected. Yeah. Our commander-in-chief is never expected to go out on the line and lead the troops. Shit, we don't want him to. Or her, if it's a woman. We don't want you to do that. You're responsible for making the decisions and being the voice of reason in the room, and you decide whether you push that button or not. That's the issue right here. It's not about being, well, you tough, you got to get out there and do it yourself. Hey, look, man, I'm the boss, homie. Like, I wish somebody I would hire for a job tell me, well, you paying me to do the job, and you the boss, you get out and do it yourself. All right, well, you're fired. Let me get somebody else in here to put my fence up on my yard, or be my gardener.
But you can't cross.
But also,
you can't cross legal way illegal though, Mark.
No. I think you're missing the large picture. They don't see it that way. They look at it as how I put it. I'm in charge. I'm the boss. I don't have to go out there and put on a mask and gloves. This ain't Ghost from Power, homie. Where I just got I can't get seen. I'm gonna get seen everywhere. I am who I am. I'm too famous to ride up on you and pop the trigger. You get what I'm saying? And not go to prison for the rest of my life. And that's what I get where you coming from. He was like, I get where you coming from, but that's not how crime really works with people who are smart enough to find a way over these years to make millions and millions of dollars. I heard Dana White the other day.
Get it?
I heard. Let me say this, and I pass the mic. I heard Dana White say the other day. He said, "I got a friend. He's a trillionaire." I googled this. It said there's no trillionaires on the earth, but I'm sure if it is one, Dana White knows it. These people just don't report, right? You'll never know how much I really got, bitch. He said, "I got a friend who's a trillionaire. He has a whole lab in his basement." And I was like, he's talking about Elon Musk or he's talking about Jeff Bezos. But he said trillionaire, right? So we don't know who it is because on paper it's none of it. He was like, he has a whole basement full of scientists clocking out doing shifts every day, trying to figure out how to keep them alive to at least 150. He said, you know why? Because when you're a trillionaire, you don't want to die. And I'm not a trillionaire by far, nor is Gotti, nor are you. And we don't want to die, and we don't want to spend our years in prison. But if you keep bothering me, homie, I got enough money, and I know enough people that I can make something bad happen to you for cheap. Your life was cheap. My problem is gone now. I deal with them other problems later, but you out of my way, because I kept telling you to stop getting in my way. And then you out of my way. Go ahead, though.
Well, I hope they lock that Negro up. Anybody else who has something to do with it, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't have no patience for people like this. Because, I mean, you asked for it and you got it. And whatever you was trying to do in the middle of that, hey, man, that's the fight you picked. And on top of that, you're requiring other people to do something that's illegal while you trying to play like you legal. Like, those two worlds don't really mix like that. That really never works the way they're supposed to work when you do those things like that over a period of time. So, I mean, I hope they lock them up. I hope they don't mess the case up like YSL. Like, we know people died in that case, and it seemingly looks like they're going to walk free on that case. That's crazy. How they jacked that case up, man.
That case was weak from the beginning, man. Because
they destroyed that case. Whatever they had, it's over, man.
They would have been better off charging the shooter for the murder and charging Young Thug as an accomplice because the car was in his name. That's the thing you got on him. You needed to charge him for that. But he could always say, well, shit, I had nothing to do this, that, and the third. And they didn't want jeopardy to be applied. They tried to build a bigger case for a long time. And it just backfired on him. And then the judge just did too much. That's what I think the beauty of state court is, man. People get to see state court. I love state court, man, because you can just see that shit. And you just see the bias. You see on both sides. You realize that the judge supposed to be there. But no, everybody's an officer of the court. And who's the head of that shit? The judge. This is my courtroom. I lock all of y'all motherfuckers up tonight. I tell everybody go to jail. That's how I feel. Everybody go to jail, and we'll reconvene in court tomorrow. Bailiffs, lock them up. Guess what they're going to do? No. Everybody get on the ground. Y'all got orders now. Orders. And he'll just walk out. Let me go to my bulletproof doors right here. In my chambers now. In my chambers. Yo, what you think of that judge that got shot by the deputy in the chambers before we close it out?
If that's true, I would have got me another clip and shot him some more for a reason.
What you mean?
The one who shot him in the chambers, supposedly.
No, it is true.
Allegedly, he was messing with.
Dead. What you mean? Hold on, slow down.
No, I'm talking about the reason why the sheriff shot him.
Yeah, the reason why he shot him. We ain't got there yet. Slow down. Slow walk him to it. Slow down. Slow walk him to it.
Okay.
He definitely popped. It was definitely a deputy. It definitely happened in the chambers. That's a fact, right?
Yeah, that's a fact. Right.
So let's slow walk him to it. What do you know about
the allegations?
What do you know about this? Let me pull this up. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Judge shot by sheriff. Let me just pull this up on the screen, and I'm gonna give them the official quote unquote narrative, and I'll let you give me your update or whatever you think portrayed. We can do some Deuce Times conspiracy style real quick, and we'll close it out with this one. So let me do I'm gonna do an advanced search real quick. Let's search this. I don't want to know what happened 2 days ago, 3. I want 11 hours ago. Yeah, I want the newest details. What we got? All right, let's share the screen. New details emerge. Okay. And I keep look. Shout out to Associated Press. Right now, they still are saying allegedly killed by sheriff.
Yeah, allegedly.
Let me get it together.
Yeah, I mean, he shot him. Yeah, he shot him now. I mean, the reason why he shot him, that's where the allegation comes in. We don't know.
They still say allegedly on the headline.
Okay, I mean, maybe that's what they got to do by thing.
And that's what we got to do too, because I don't want to get sued neither.
Yeah.
This I want to do.
Maybe by legal reasons.
Hey, look.
Yeah, by legal reasons, we got to say allegedly.
Hey, look. I want to do what the Associated Press doing, not what Tasha K doing.
Yeah.
Tasha K getting.
Yeah, we gonna do allegedly by legal reasons.
Yeah. Some people lose their company and got a high access for a reason. Shit. So let me not play the game with these people and their name. Hey, look. Who thought, bro? Never in her million years did she think Cardi B would show up to the damn courtroom with a doctor saying these are her STD results. She does not have herpes. You lied on her. Who would think that?
She kept poking the bear, bro. She kept poking the bear, man. That's her fault. She kept on poking on that bear.
I never in my million dreams would, because you know the only defense of when somebody sue you, because you know defamation and slander is one thing, but you get sued for libel, man. You can actually get sued for defamation, but slander is one thing. But libel or getting sued for defamation of character, woo, you bet. Your only defense to this, and we learned this early on in MassCom, your only defense, you ready for this?
Go ahead.
The truth. The truth. I can prove that you're lying. Can you prove you telling the truth? You get what I'm saying?
I didn't get why she kept doubling, tripling down on it, man. When she was in court, she wouldn't let it go. She just would never let it go. She kept going with it.
She had nothing. She didn't even, like, she had nothing. She had nothing. Like, even the person, she got up there, she was like, the person who told me this was her friend. They was like, well, where that bitch at? Shouldn't y'all have her as a witness? You get what I'm saying?
And they sent her multiple cease and desist letters up to the trial and during the trial. She just refused to take it out.
Monetized it, Jesus.
I didn't get it.
She monetized it.
That's crazy. And man, sometimes you can win the fight and lose the war. Keep messing around, it ain't worth it. But that judge that Ware Sale case, he got all kind of problems. Fannie Willis, she got all kind of problems. I don't think neither one of those people going to be practicing law next year, man. That's the problem. That's the crazy thing about them people. Nah, man. Fannie Willis, I don't know if you've been keeping up with her case. She got a whole nother problem because they got some Freedom of Information Act where they trying to get a financial record from her because she asked for more money. And they like,
bro,
they like, well, where the money at?
Offline of this, I got my own story for you about me because you know I do that too, right? I do FOIA requests. I do FOIA requests.
Yeah.
Like if you pull my wife over, you pull my mother-in-law over, my father, my aunt, my grandma.
Yep.
I want to know everything. And I get everything. And I mean everything. I want to know every officer on the scene. I need the badge number, date of hire, date of rank. I need any and all body cam footage. That means dash cams too, to be included. I also want to know, does any officer have any active or former complaints on them that I might use useful later, but I ain't even got to tell them that. I just said, I want to know all complaints. Bro, it took me a minute to get it, and it took me a threat letter. One day, like I said, soon, I'm gonna present this whole thing to y'all. Bro, I don't fuck around, bro. My name is my name. Martin Nash, I don't play, bro. You touch the hair on one of mine. Hey, look, you touch the hair on one of mine, I'm gonna take the head off one of yours. And bro, I found out things about the officers that was on the scene as far as my wife's case. Like, actually, she didn't even have no case. I just didn't like what happened. And I was like, there's something going on here. You get what I'm saying? Because she got rear-ended, and the guy who rear-ended her totaled her car. She got injured, but he didn't get a ticket. As soon as I found out it was a white cop and it was a young white dude that hit him, I said, I want to know everything. Because there's no reason why you can tell me why he shouldn't at least got a ticket. Why he didn't get a ticket for following too close. He rear-ended her, totaled her car. She's injured. Well, you don't know she's injured at that time? Fair enough. You don't know the car's totaled at that time? Fair enough. That's not your job. Why you didn't give him a ticket for rear-ending her on the highway? So,
well, that's the problem. They blocking them from getting the documents.
And what I found out is
they blocking them.
They will block you, bro. And I was at the point where I had to threaten legal action, bro. I got the emails and everything, bro. I got all of this shit documented. Because one day I was like, oh, I'm gonna get these niggas that kind of content. I'm gonna show y'all my story. Like I would find you, bro. Like, you do me and my family wrong, I would find you through the legal means or whatever. Like, I'm gonna find you, bro. We're gonna handle it legally. You get what I'm saying? I ain't trying to box the police officer in the alley and do no John Wick shit to him. Like, nah, this ain't that. Like, but I want to find out, like what was said on that body cam was just like, yeah, man, fuck that nigga, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? He might have said some shit like that. I want to hear the bias that went down, because nobody could explain to me why a traffic infraction happened that caused an accident that did not even result in a citation. Where was the officer discretion? Tell me why. Because he didn't write that in the report. And I saw that traffic report. That's what started it, bro. I got the police report and I was like, no citation issue. What happened? What'd you say? I was like, yeah. My wife was like, I don't know. You going at me like I'm one of your YouTube callers. That's what she told me, Pittsburgh. She was like, you going at me like I'm one of your YouTube callers or somebody in the chat. She was like, listen, my nigga, like, yo, I got rear-ended. I'm fucked up right now, and you still talking at me. I feel like you doing more than the police did. I was like, woosah, my nigga. Let me calm down. I'm sorry, baby. I love you. I'm sorry. Are you okay? I'm okay. Just don't talk to me like that. Like, can I get a hug? I was like, yeah, let me get a hug. Like, are you hurt? You need an ambulance, baby. You get what I'm saying? But at that point, it's too late. You know, I went too far. But at that point, that's where my fury and my fire got started. And I was like, I want to know every single thing that happened on that police scene. And lo and behold, it took me a while and some threats. And I had to contact internal affairs. I had to CC them in emails saying, hey, look. And every time I emailed them, I would copy and paste the law straight from Georgia State, saying, hey, look, and from the county and from the government saying, hey, look, I have the right to know what the hell happened. I want everybody's this, that, and the third, which is your name, your rank, when did you start, when did you get to this police station? You get what I'm saying? I got to ask for it. I need the body cam of everybody who was on the scene. Matter of fact, everybody on the scene, I need your name, date, rank, and I got your salary too. You get what I'm saying? Because the salary is important. Because they were like, Martinez, why you need to know how much he made? Or why you need to know how much he made? Because he made $47,000 a year, but he might be driving a Lamborghini, which might affect my case. Or like, oh, well, how did you get that new Corvette? I'm just curious. Because you only make this much. I'm looking at your house right here because I can look that up online. It's just doing digging and research. Some would call it Oppo research, right? I just want to know what happens.
Yeah.
And then I opened a can of worms, and then I found out one of the ladies on the scene. I was like, damn, you went AWOL? Like, the sergeant on the scene was an AWOL lady. She went AWOL back in the day. So you start learning things about them. You know what I mean? That they might not want public. So now that's public. They give it to me. Martinez, 30,000 subscribers. I put that on the YouTube, and I be like, hey, look, everybody in East Point, every time you see Sergeant such and such, remember she went AWOL when she was da 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 da. You get what I'm saying? It's out there. It's public information. They don't want that out there. She might be trying to make switch over to new levels in her career. And this is something that could have got buried that nobody would know about. But if it wasn't for Officer Sorrow doing what he did, he opened up a can of worms. And then what I get when I get that file, Pittsburgh T, I get the names of the victim too in their case and their story written in their own words and their own handwriting. And I can find and contact that victim and say, hey, look, hey, my name is Martin Nash from Breaking Beats. I see you had a case with Officer Sorrow too. I want you to come on my show and tell your story. Yeah. I see somebody broke into your house and the neighbors, it was your roommate, and he didn't do I got an issue with him too. Yeah, come on my channel. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna do it, Pittsburgh T.
Man, I mean, it need to be done because look, that YSL case and that other case, that Trump case, that come out of Fannie Willis' office. And in the YSL case, I don't know if you remember, but that part where the judge held the lawyer in contempt of court. When he held that lawyer in contempt of court, a whole bunch of lawyers from the bar, that was defense attorneys, went down to the courthouse. Remember that? And there was a white lady that was in the court, and she was telling the judge they was having another hearing, another day after that, where they had to lock up the lawyer, the original lawyer, and she was down there on behalf of him because they got a group. I forgot what the group called, but she's the lead person in that group. And she's talking to the judge, and the judge is like, I locked him up because he didn't tell me who told him that. She's like, okay, fine. Well, we're going to have another trial. He said, but you can't be the judge of the trial. What you mean I can't be the judge of the trial? That's that lady that now is asking for documents for Fannie Will.
That's crazy. I didn't know.
She was in there telling the judge what he was. Yeah, she was in there telling the judge what he could and couldn't do. And he was unaware that since he did that restricted him from doing other things. Well, that lady is part of the group that they all look out for each other. When something go wrong, they go down there as a group. And they wouldn't let all the attorneys in. They only let her in. Well, now she's asking for records for Fannie Willis to figure out what did you do with all this money that you said you needed. And they've been fighting for this for I want to say it's about 9 to 10 months. They've been withholding these documents and playing games with them with the documents. Yeah, that's ongoing.
Pittsburgh T, send me this tomorrow, bro. Or today. Send me this.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. They just had a trial last week about that. That's ongoing, and it's crazy. That whole thing is crazy because they spend them. That's crazy.
I'm distracted. You get what I'm saying? And
yeah, you got to get into that. You got to get into that, Mark. That's a whole nother thing.
Also, too, keep in mind, I go with what my audience asks me that they're looking for, right? You get what I'm saying? And I'm pretty good at that, like trying to understand the flow and the grasp of my audience. That's why we look at the channel tonight when the show ends, you're going to see almost 20,000 views on this thing. Unfortunately, everybody won't hit that like button, won't hit that subscribe button. I implore you all, if you're watching on Instagram, this is your first time watching on YouTube, I see it's 155 of y'all in here. Y'all love the survey because I see we got almost 1,500 votes on the survey, but I need to see that subscriber count go up. Tap that subscribe button. Also call in, voice your opinion. Let your voice be heard. 404-692-1766. 404-692-1766. Call in. Let me hear where you're from. Tell me what part of the earth you roaming the turf and what you feel about this topic, because I'm about to land the plane. But I would love to hear from some new callers or even some old callers, like before we end the show tonight. I'm gonna put the phone number out there again. Again, phone lines are open. Martin Nash live on all platforms, except Instagram. Instagram ain't rocking with me, but shout out to Twitter. Twitter lit. I see we got like 124 on Twitter and 130 on YouTube live. So damn, man, I wish y'all would all call in. I want to hear from you, whether you agree or disagree. But let's get on this topic, man. Kentucky judge allegedly, you got to put a case on it, right? Killed by sheriff. Let's play the article, man, for the people who don't know. Kentucky judge allegedly killed by sheriff, remembered for public service as residents seek answers. This is the judge. This is the judge, unfortunately, who lost his life. Let's find out a little bit more about this story. A Kentucky judge was gunned down in a courthouse chambers. He was remembered by the public service mourners who looked on for answers, like they're trying to unravel this mystery that is still shaking their tiny Appalachian town, small community, man. And this is a popular sheriff who was behind bars and charged with murder. The preliminary, look, I did good. Hey, look, put a case on me. It's late, man. It's late, or it's early, depending on what part of Earth you at. The preliminary investigation indicates that Letcher County Sheriff Sean Mickey Steins. Why you do it, Sean? They said he shot Judge Kevin Mullins multiple times last Thursday following an argument in the courthouse. According to Kentucky State Police, Mullins, 54 years of age, you know better, man. If you the judge, you 54, Steins, you 43, both of y'all know better, man. Conflict resolution. Pittsburgh T, can we say amen on that? Somebody put $1 in the collection plate for that.
There we go.
Conflict resolution. You 54, he 43. I'm going to let you know before this story even proceeds, bro. I'm going to let you know something. When I hear this story, first thing that goes to my mind, and I know I'm wrong for this, Pittsburgh T. Say, Mark, how wrong are you?
How wrong are you, Mark?
How wrong are you? How wrong are you?
I'm gonna tell you how wrong I am. I'm gonna just keep it a buck, man. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. When I hear about a motherfucking just pull up in the judge chambers, the sheriff deputy. Oh, they was at them Diddy parties, man. They were together, man. He didn't have enough loot. Like, this nigga didn't have enough $100,000 a baby on the wall. Like, they have their own thing going. Or he was with his chick. You messing with my wife? You messing with my kids? Like, you showed up at my games, but you was messing with my wife? Or we was together?
I'm just saying, man, that's my story.
I'm just saying, man, that's my story. Like, when I hear stories like that, man, I'm thinking like either it's like some weird lovers triangle. Lovers triangle.
You close.
You with my lady, I'm with your lady, or they have their own relationship together, but that's what goes through my mind. Like,
now you,
and I'll be like,
you close with the allegations. You close.
Pittsburgh, I just find it hard to believe like you disrespected me and you got too loud with me in front of people. So I'm gonna blow your brains.
Now that ain't what they saying.
Talk to me, man.
Now that ain't what they saying, Mark.
Tell me, man. What's the street
They saying the allegations. They with the allegations is that he was messing with, the allegations is put your Patreon up there first, Mark. Put your Patreon up there first.
Hold on.
Put the allegations.
Hold on.
Put the Patreon up there first.
Hold on. Slow it down. Rewind a little bit. So there is unofficial, in the words of my good brother Brent Reaper, we have an unconfirmed rumor. Yeah. I done seen it on unreputable news sources. Let's just put it like that. Okay. I love those. Hey, look. Years later, we find out they be right the whole time. You like, oh, like you got to get them people back. I got to double back to some friends. I got to get them back on the show. I was like, hey man, it's your boy Marnez. Hey man, can you tell me about your Diddy party? Hey, look, I remember working with people like, I ain't gonna lie, and sometimes I was like, man, y'all just hating on that nigga, man. Leave that nigga alone, bro. I was one of those. Leave him alone. Stop hating on him. Even now, though, I'm still like, I'm ready for the trial. Let's take this shit to trial. Take that shit to trial. It's time to go to trial. Hey, look, all the South niggas know what I'm talking about when I say it's time to go to trial. New York niggas be like, never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
New York niggas don't even know nothing about that time to go to trial, son. Word up. South niggas know about that time to go to trial shit, nigga. Ooh, it's time to go to trial, man. Let me face my accusers. Yo, Young Thug is bodying that shit. I don't care what nobody say. Not guilty. They don't messed up too much, bro.
Getting out there.
That whole thing looks corrupt and crazy, bro. It's crazy.
It should have been stopped there. It should have been stopped that trial. It should have been stopped that trial a long time ago. Because that's gonna be they said that's gonna be the longest trial in Georgia history when it's done. It's gonna be the longest trial in Georgia history when it's done.
Bro.
And they should have stopped it a long time ago.
Bro, can you say cause for appeal? No matter what happened, appeal granted. And at this point, that kid has been behaving like a model citizen. He ain't in there wilding out. I trust him on bail. And matter of fact, we're gonna do appeal, and he gonna get bail. Let this man earn and do his job. You get what I'm saying? At this point, let him do his job, because you guys ain't proving shit, and y'all letting his co-conspirators go out here and try to make money. Lil Woody out here with a single, man. And it's called I Don't Recall. Yeah. Lil Woody got a single called I Don't Recall. Nigga.
Never heard of it.
Bro, what? And Young Thug is still in jail.
Oh my God.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Put a case on that right there, bro. I need to start doing my show through a VPN, bro, because they trying to get me, bro. They gonna come get your boy. Golly. and look, and they're gonna use all my old shows, and they're gonna try to paint me as a radical, yo. He was far left. They gonna be like, no, he was far right. He was conservative. He was a gun rights owner. He liked sports. I'm like, bro, like, I'm fair. I'm an American. And look, and the fact that they were like, he's a soldier, you know, he's a vigilante. He's on the list. He's one of them. Like, no, bro. Like, I'm an American, bro, just like you guys. I watch the news. I watch Twitter. I watch Instagram. I have fun. I live a life, but also when I drop my daughter off at school, I am in fear, bro. And I just trust that everything is gonna be okay.
Yeah, that's how you gotta do it. But you know, Diddy was part of all that Democratic stuff with that rock the vote and all that. Maxine Waters allegedly set up that deal for him to have that set up some of those deals for him to have for that TV network that he had. Allegedly, Maxine Waters set that deal up for him. That's what's being reported. I don't know. That's from unreputable sports sources too. A lot of street news out here nowadays, Mark, man.
Bro, I be so scared every day I drop my daughter off at pre-K, bro. Like, bro,
wait, Mark, did you put your Patreon up there? We own the releasing the allegedness for the judge.
Let me drop it.
You put it up there?
Let me drop the Patreon link in the chat.
Yeah, because your Patreon ain't like the YouTube stuff. You got more content on the Patreon.
Bro, and the Patreon, I can show y'all all the footage, man. We can go through it clip by. We can just let it play. And then, like, you can watch it on the replay and then be like, okay, well, cut through all of that. Let's hear the conversation now. And, like, I want you guys to sometimes see this shit uninterrupted. But I know the way the algorithm works and the way content ideas, people will strike your video, especially if they see you making some moves. They'll be like, they like Rico with the banana, bro. They be like, I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see nigga pulling up in there seeing that Let's Bubble. You know what I'm saying? That's all, and that's all that was. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And he was bold with it too. Faggot cock can't touch me. Dog, I'm out here speeding, smoking weed, drinking, all that shit, dog. Know what I mean? Like, damn, X was going crazy. I was like, yo, X, you wildin'. That nigga told Nas some shit that he was like, he told Nas, he was like, so what, you homo or something? He was like, nigga, what? Nas was like, nigga, that was not in the script. It's like, so what you think? You think you reading some book? Dog, your kids can't get no money out of no books, dog. What, you homo or something? Like, nigga, what the fuck you just said?
Yeah, them cats there, man.
Yo, rest in peace to damn
comical,
man. Rest in peace to damn Mets. That was hilarious. But yo,
that
man.
Dude, that was something else, man.
But long story less long, man. This judge is no longer with us. Rest in peace to Judge Kevin Mullins, right? This is not.
Oh, but you saying that before you hear the allegations?
No,
you hear that before you say you hear the allegations.
Okay. What Pittsburgh T? Like, look, this is what they saying. Okay, listen. I just want to say, do we know anything more? Mullins was shot at 2:55, and Stans was arrested 5 minutes later. The citation said there was no other information related to the shooting in the one-page document. So there we go. So what information do you have other than the official information that I got from the Associated Press? What time was this? Because you might have some more information. Because Twitter be tweaking. Oh man, you got a lot. This was at 4:53. What you got since 4:53 yesterday? What the streets talking?
I got uncorroborated sources that say that man was messing with his daughter. That's what I got.
His daughter?
So that makes sense. His daughter. That makes sense.
How old is his daughter?
I don't. That part I don't know. That's what was being reported on Daily News and certain other websites.
Oh,
and plus Twitter saying it. So that's why I say it's It's a few sources.
Hey, look,
there's a few of them. I ain't gonna say.
I don't care if my daughter was 21. You fuck with my daughter and you my co-worker, nigga. Like, especially we've been working together for like 20 years, nigga. Like, you've been around my daughter since she was 1. You get what I'm saying? Like,
you got to go.
Hey, look, context matters, because now I'm thinking you've been grooming my daughter for the last 20 years. I mean, if I was in the chambers, it would have been like, shots fired! Shots fired! I'm just saying, B, respect. I mean, God bless the dead, but I'm just saying, geez. Let me take his face off the screen. I don't want to be disrespectful, because we don't know. As of right now, these are allegations from Pittsburgh T, unconfirmed rumors. But what we do know is he got that from somewhere. Can you tell us where you got that from, Pittsburgh T? The streets want to know.
Let me look.
Because right now,
see if I can find some of these sites.
Right now, if not, if not, you just Tasha K me right now, and we just disrespected that.
No, it's like
because it's
like Brim. Listen, it's Brim rumors, bro. I'm not sitting up and saying it came from ABC or CNN. I said it was unconfirmed. I said it makes sense, though. It makes sense. I mean, what else would make you do something like that in the courtroom? Like, and nothing else. Ain't nothing you can argue about to make a sheriff do nothing like that. I mean, could be wrong. He could be a hothead. Who knows?
Brand, I don't know what you're talking about. Brand said no, he didn't. He said no, he didn't. Ask him if he. Brand, I ain't even. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. He said no, he didn't. Ask him if he was home. Oh, ask him if no, he didn't ask him if he was home. He asked him if he wanted to go home. He tripping. Who asked him was he home? I don't know. Maybe I don't know, Brian. My bad. Maybe my timing off from the time you heard it to when you typed it to when I'm reading it, because the timing is off. My bad, G's. Sorry.
Okay, I got one. CBS News got another one. Oh man, let me see if I can find this one. Let me see what this was.
But no. I'm good.
CBS News got one.
I'm good. Send it to me though, because I want to do a whole episode on a couple of these topics, man. These are some good topics. But we got to land the plane. All good things.
Yeah, that's wild.
All good things.
Yeah. Hey,
but I definitely want to do a whole episode on this, because it's a lot to unpack on that, and I want to know more about it. But I would be remiss if I didn't say rest in peace to the judge, because that's not the way you're supposed to deal with your grievances in this country. Especially, I would get it. I would get it if it was just me and you. But that law enforcement officer, you got to be held to a high regard. You get the death chamber. You get life. just like all the people you gave death chambers in life to. That's what you get, because that's premeditated first-degree murder. Sorry, I don't like it, but that's what he did for a living. You and I, we know better. But you?
Yeah,
man. I'm sorry, bro. You might have to get the death penalty, bro. You might have to get that knee.
Well, you wouldn't have been able to get no gun up in the. Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to get no gun in no courthouse like that. They would never let you bring no gun in the house. You would never get that. All the way up into a chamber, never happened. Not going in the courthouse, in the chambers with a gun. Not happening.
No, he's the one that gotta get the death penalty, bro. Like that. He's the one that gotta get the worst crime. The worst penalty. I'm sorry. I don't care what it was. Well, he did this to him and he did that. Nah, bro. He gave this crime to a lot of people for less. He knew what the ramification was. You can't rest on your crutch of your badge and your gun. And, well, I've been a good law enforcement officer my whole life. Where it mattered the most, you did what everybody else would do. And if that's what it is, you shouldn't have never had that badge. We can put a case on the legal system later, but right now, we're going to treat you like we would treat everybody else. You lost your cool, bro.
Yep.
You killed the judge in chambers.
It's time.
The ultimate disrespect of the judicial system. You know that's a white boy that did that, right?
What?
That's the ultimate disrespect of the legal. I'm going to kill the judge in the courthouse. What?
That's nuts, man. That's crazy.
They ain't even got to show me the mug shot. That won't Leroy Jackson.
Nope.
That is not Pookie and Ray Ray. Hey, look, with all due respect, this is not Pookie and Ray Ray level of crime. They been there crying, kissing his ring. Okay, well, you can fuck my wife. It's okay. Just let me out of jail. And they'll let him out of jail. And keep you fucking their wife and shit like that. Like we've had those cases pop up that we heard later. That the bitch fucked her nigga way out of jail. Whether with the prosecutor or with the judge or the investigator. The oldest profession, bro. On God. Well, go ahead.
Just like that Rebel Ridge movie that they got on Netflix, that new one, like that little hick town where they next to him with the brothers, and at that whole movie right there, and the brother was super respectful to him. They just kept on pushing him. They just kept on keeping on with the nonsense. That'd be the thing with some of that stuff. And like you say, when you have that kind of power, you should be held to a higher standard. You can't be doing any and everything. So it should be different. But I mean, that's the case for another thing. Hey, finally, Mark, let's close this out. Mark, that Patreon, Mark, y'all need to get that Patreon because it's a lot of watch parties on there. There's a lot of run backs of a lot of other stuff. There's a lot of clips on there. Mark can let you know the price. Was it $5, Mark? $5?
Matter of fact, $5, but I think about
$5.
But I'm gonna go super sane with it next month because I have some different type of content we put up there, as far as more with the martial arts side too, and just like showing little movements and little things like that with the Aikido. I think that's important too. You know what I'm saying? Things that I got with Brian Norman, as far as the boxing side. I'm gonna put all of that up there. So I'm gonna just put that up there. Sometimes I overthink the shit. I be thinking everything that it look how that last clip looked. Like while I'm doing super cuts, jumping in, got the music perfect in the background. Let's do the color temperature. I don't like the lighting. You know, it was like a Diddy party without the baby oil and personal lubricant. I cared about the lighting though. I didn't care about the fresh linen, but I did care about everybody having a good time and leaving happy. But if he can't make people happy with $30 million, shit, I'm screwed. You get what I'm saying? I want everybody to leave the show happy. Hey, look, I told you, bro, I canceled all the meet and greets, bro. All my plans for a meet and greet is gone. It's over. I do not want to be responsible for anything that happened to anybody at any given time, bro. No meet and greets.
No more plane tickets. No plane tickets ever again.
You know what? Just thinking about it, maybe that's what got the show flagged. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you say Diddy name now, it might be tagged. You get what I'm saying?
Might be,
bro.
Might be.
Yeah. So let me end the show in a decent hour so I can tag out the little things. But
all right, Mark. Hey, everybody have a fantastic morning. Subscribe to Mark. Make sure you get the Patreon. It's only $5 for the content. Peace out, Mark. Talk to you later, bro.
Appreciate you. And shout out to the accountant ass nigga who gave y'all the text. It's $5.75 on my side. No, it's just $5, man. $5. $4.99. He's like, plus tax. I didn't even know you had to pay tax on it. Some people tell me theirs is $4.99 flat. Maybe in Florida, you guys, or Pittsburgh, you guys have to pay that tax. But thank you guys again, man, for your time and energy. Man, wow, I'm looking at the playback right here. It's 119 of y'all currently. We have about 1,472 votes on the survey that I have in the chat. Kamala Harris leads Trump, but will she win? Wow. Out of 1,474 votes, let me take a screenshot of that because your boy like to document these things, right? Just put them in, and I'm gonna end the survey here. I'm gonna end it here. Actually, I end it one more time at the end. So, but this is the live right now where we at. And let's share the screen so you guys will know what I mean when I say these things. When you look at the platform right here, and this is just my show, and keep in mind, I am not a Donald Trump supporter, and anybody who knows me and watches the show know I'm not, but I'm fair. And we listen back and forth to both sides and let everybody say what they have to say. And in the midst of that tonight on a 3-hour stream, almost 4-hour stream, Kamala Harris leads Trump, but will she win? A resounding 69% said, never heard of it, nigga. What?
Small hats.
It never heard of it.
Yeah. So that's where we at with it. So I thank you guys for your time, your energy. Thanks for allowing me the opportunity to entertain you. If it's your first time here, definitely double tap the screen. If you're watching on your phone, double tap that screen so you'll know what I mean when I say these things. It's your man, Mark Nash. Another great episode of Breaking Beats, man. Please double tap that screen. That's the like button. That helps us push the show further into the algorithm so we can find other viewers just like you. Every time I go live, you'll see these bright yellow letters at the top of the screen, and the phone lines are open. You're welcome to call in and voice your opinion. Thank you again, man, for allowing me the opportunity to entertain you all this evening. If you made it through 4 hours of this shit, you're the real MVP. All right, man. Where we at with it? Sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree, man. But always remember this. Dreams require sleep. Goals require effort. Go out there and get your goals. I'm on to the next episode. Hey, look, respect is free. Disrespect gonna cost you everything, homie. Your family, your freedom, your finances, most importantly, your life. So let's show each other love. Let's show each other respect. If we can't do that, let's just show each other the door. You go your way, I go mine. God willing, we both would do fine. I'll see you on the next episode. It's your man, Mark Nash. Breaking Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else you will not feel like talking about. It is the #1 hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let the jokes fly. You know why. Life is serious enough. Life getting real serious for Yo Gotti. Life getting real serious in that case. Life getting real serious for Diddy, Trump, Harris, which means life is always evolving, and it's going to affect everything that you and I have going on too in our local communities as well. So let's tune in on our next episode. Let's reconvene. We'll talk all about it. If you just tuning in, check the playback, man. Go in the comments, leave a comment, timestamp it. Let me know your favorite part. With that said, I'll see you on the next one. I'm back to the bread. Peace.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
And I mean that shit. Drive, motherfucker.
Hey, it's Antonio Tarver, champion. You're watching Mark Nash at Breaking Beats. I usually don't do drops. But I'm gonna give you one, bro. I'm gonna give you one. I love you, champ.
This that squad sound. This is me,
Subscribe. I don't care how many subscribers he has. Support him. So he made all this possible. He made this possible.
Not at all. God made this possible, Dr. Mark, and so did viewers like you. See y'all on the next one.